It's not a pretty goal for Andreas, but he's up by 2-0.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for Andreas in that moment there. This is a game between Challenger and Fuma. Challenger going 1-0 up in that game. We saw him earlier on against Emre Yilmaz. He was 3-0 up in that game, to be fair to him.
That would be a headline as well. Fuma, four-time French E-League One champion, potentially eliminated the UFC Pro World Championships. That would be another big headline. Corner comes in. And for Dome, it might have been his best chance so far, but just off target.
Just off target is right. And we do have another replay over here for Bozinho versus Nirvin. He took that from all the way out there. I don't think anyone would have expected that, Ryan. He's laughing.
Yeah, he's hit that from deep. I don't even think it was green timed either. R9 just takes one touch, finesse shot, goal, that's it. It's a mismatch here, back post.
You know he's winning that every single time. Maybe being in this elimination scenario has actually been good for Tex, because he's looked like a different beast since the first whistle was kicked in this game.
Always know Vekhorst is going to win that. Greens it as well. 30 minutes, 3 goals from Tex. That will ease the nerves a lot in this game. And I think someone like Tex, he feeds off his opponent's nerves as well. You can tell that Dome is just not, he's not with it. He ain't posing any threat at all.
Back over here, there's been another goal. Two-0 Panano. Still leading there. I thought we were in a replay. We are live in this game. 30 minutes on the clock. So important for Andreas just to get something. Look, Hughes down the line if he can find R9 on the overlap. Yes, he can. John Stones will continue his run. Yep, that is John Stones still out this far inside. You know where that's going to end up. 3-0. Both Man City esports players flying.
I mean, the fact that Manchester City esports had such a rough start to come into this next game, because it is everything on the line here as we see the replay. John Stones up. It had to be the Man City duo. John Stones into Holland. Matías Bonanno is absolutely rocking in this game against Andreas.
See him hyping himself up there as well. Matías Bonanno, before he kicked the ball, he was just standing up, getting in the zone. Back to this one live now. Tex looking for goal number 4. But it gets dangerous, Ryan, as well. If you're 4-0 down by half-time, I know we had an incredible comeback yesterday, but...
I'll be honest, right? I'm just looking at the... I'm not encouraged by them at all. There's nothing in the game so far, and I just mean that I just don't see anything offensively or defensively where Tex will be worried at all. Maybe that could change now.
He did give off these vibes, though, in the first half, in that last game.
And against Abimako, of course, we saw.
So we can shift.
Yeah. But it's a little bit too late. You don't want to leave it too late against somebody like Tex, who dictates the tempo of games he plays in. But it's been dominant so far. Tex deservedly leading. It could be more. Well, still a long way left in this game.
Update in the other game. We have another goal. It's an equaliser. Been able to pull a goal back there. Champion of the Polish League this year.
That is one of those games where I really couldn't predict it between Bozinho and Nirvin. For me, that one goes either way, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll be honest. The other games sort of have their favorites. That one is closely contested.
Let's check into this one for a split second. Andreas certainly has been his best year on paper today. Playing his first ever World Championship. Representing his country at the Euros. He'll be happy with that one.
That's well worked, to be honest. Player look there was great.
I don't even think the green timing was necessary, but he did it anyway.
Just look at this ball there. Plays it well with Mbappe. Does well to bring R9 with the player look in. You'll see it. In front of Van Dijk, a touch towards the byline, played across. Simple finish, as you said. Doesn't need some green timing, but he does just for whatever's sake anyway. But it's a way back into this game.
Just a lot of approval from him saying, look, I can break him down. There's been another goal. Who scored it? Well, well, well. He may have came out on social media and said, look, things weren't clicking for me in my most important matches, but at the moment, Case, he's leading by 4 goals to 0, and Tex is looking pretty decent.
That he is. I think he's really capitalizing on the energy that Dome is putting off right now. I think he's making silly mistakes, especially while defending, and I don't see this one turning the other way. I just don't see it, because Tex is on a mission, and he's completely turned it around after that first match.
Yeah, this is... It's tough for Dome completely to even try and get a foothold in this game. He's not had any success so far. Ball in behind again.
He's not going to stop there, is he? How about a 5th before half-time? A win a corner, which, as we know, they are deadly. Haaland, Stones. We've gone well, Weghorst went for a power shot there with... Oh no, and 1 minute gone.
From Tex, to be fair.
Weghorst is there, that's where it's going to end up! Time to agree was off target somehow. The coach out more, I'm sure, will be over the moon. He couldn't probably ask for much more than this first half performance. Still, referee's going to play it on Bellingham, keeps it in just about, and that'll do us for a halfway point. Yes, he had a comeback yesterday of a 4-1 turnaround, but this is a completely different scenario in an elimination game, and you've got Tex on the opposite side of your stage.
Here we have a replay back over to the Andreas versus Bonanno game, and it looks like the Manchester City duo continue to dominate here on the virtual pitch as we see the fist bump from Edu over to Bonanno. I mean, they look like 2 completely different players than what we saw in the first match.
Genuinely, in fairness to Matthias, I think he actually played quite well in this game against Nathan. It was a close one in that all South American affair, but the goal, as you said, John Stones has been putting up a lot of opportunities down the wing to get those crosses into the box.
See the chat saying as well, someone said, wow, Weghorst is a menace.
That he is.
Really is. John Stones again. Bonanno, he was the provider of a goal earlier today. Mbappe, nice step overs. Aggressive from Van Dijk, still can't do enough. See you later. A nice piece of trickery. Well, the half-time whistle in these elimination games are in place now, which gives the both players just a chance of a breather. Whilst we do that, let's head down to our very own Jaime Alvarez. What have you got for us from those most important elimination games?
As we can see at the moment, Man City is dominating both games. Matias Bonanno leading 4-1 and Tex leading 4-0. And we're going to analyze the 3rd goal of Tex, which was a perfect use of the playstyle. So if we jump onto the clip, as we can see in this instance, Tex is leading the game 2-0, and as you can see, the ball gets to cross, and if we stop it here, we're gonna see how Tex knows Cafu and Davis, 2 really offensive fullbacks. So he knows if he goes for the long ball pass plus the playstyle from cross into the ball, into Davis, he's gonna get a clear chance of this. A situation in which if we stop it again, he can go maybe for a pass into R9, which will be difficult. As you can see, the midfield is really far away. So the only thing you can do really is look for Weghorst, because he's attacking Davis, and that's clearly a mismatch. That's what he goes for. Davis goes for the cross if we play the clip, and that's basically a mismatch. Weghorst against Davis, there's nothing you can do. So Tex, as you can see, looking at the camera, feeling comfortable. And on the other side, Dome, who's not really feeling comfortable at the moment. So at this instance, 4-0, is, in my opinion, is way too much of a difference. Dome needs to bring something up to the table. Let's see if he can do it. Back to you guys.
Smooth as always, Jaime Alvarez. Thank you very much for that at the halfway point. I mean, to come off the back of that, Ryan, and to ask it to you, we know that the right-back decisions a lot of the time of these teams is good enough in the air, as we join it now. There you go. No need to talk anymore about it. Tex leads 5-0. Davies is there in the attacking sense, can really get forward, has got the ability to switch the play, cross it in. You're never going to win that matchup, though, are you?
Having Davies and Cafu, both of them, for me is crazy. That's a war crime. You're asking to get dunked on at the back post, honestly. Weghorst 6'5" against either of those players. You can even argue Mbappe, to be honest, can win headers comfortably over Cafu. So you're not giving yourself the best chances to defend the aerial plus play style.
So what can you do? Just flick on a centre-back and try and track Weghorst?
Yeah. No, you can't do that. Because when you leave space for the striker in the middle, you could ball roll inside, driven pass.
Head it back across.
Yeah, so if they think it in the air and it's Davies versus Weghorst or Cafu versus Haaland, just close your eyes.
Close your eyes
And just hope.
Chance, Osselu! Well, one game is pulling away quite significantly. This one may have just taken a slight turn. Andreas getting himself in the zone because he needs to. If he loses this, he will be eliminated here in Berlin.
Good strike, to be fair. Green times it across score. I think that's the only way for him to score there. But as we say, this one's a lot closer than the Tex Dome game. Andreas giving himself a lifeline. Still within 2 goals, though. Casey, you know Matisse very well as well. When he's 2-0 up, or even in general 1-0 up, he seems to be comfortable defending Leeds in January. It doesn't even matter the opponent or the scoreline.
Yeah, definitely. I think the duo of him and Edu keep each other in check.
Yeah.
They're very good at communication throughout the game, and I think that is one of his biggest assets. And I just noticed something here. Andreas is constantly smiling. He's down 4-2 right now, but if you just saw the player cam there, he's always having a great time, and it's such a fun thing to see.
Update over here. We haven't spoken too much about it. There was a small technical pause in the game. Big goal back there for Fuma, who's at a 1-1 now. It would really be a big shock if he was to be eliminated this early on in the FC Pro World Championship. To pause menu, we shall go. Let's jump back over then to Tex's game. 5-0, he currently leads. He is locked in. And he's looking very impressive indeed. While there is a quick pause in play, we are going to head down to our very own Richard Buckley. He's going to enjoy this one because he said Nathan SR was going to win the World Championship, and he's with him live right now. Rich, are you enjoying that one?
Yes, thank you very much, guys. I'm here with Guy Barrios. Tough first game versus Natural Bayer, and then you picked it up with a big performance. What changed from game 1 to game 2?
I think just nerves. First game, I didn't get to practice that much today. Played really bad in the beginning, and then after I scored a few goals against Eggman, just able to get my nerves out, and everything started to flow.
I've got to ask you, we've never had really a South American EA FC World Champion. Could this be the year? You've got obviously yourself, Nico, Bonanno still in the tournament, and my pick, Nathan SR. I said he would win it. How do you feel as a South American yourself?
Yeah, I think this is a great chance. I think we're playing at a really high level. I would back the Brazilians all the way. I mean, for me, they're the 2 other best players in this tournament. And, you know, obviously have to back myself. So, yeah, I think it's a great chance for us, and hopefully we do it.
Good luck, mate. And obviously we can't forget about PhD. Back to you guys.
Cheers, Rich. Thank you very much. I thought it was Nathan SR we were going to. No, it was Gabarros.
Yeah, that was my pick to actually someone to keep an eye on. Gabarros. I like him. He's such a nice guy. He's a great player as well. And any player that scores goals and attacks free-flowingly, they're always going to get my support, I'll be honest.
Well, we can join this one live for a bit as well, which is great between these two, Charanjot and Fuma. There's been a massive goal, by the way, in the Bonanno Andreas game. If we can give you the replay on it, we will. Great to hear from Gabarros, who kept his tournament alive there. He showed how passionate he was. No surprise of what it means to these players here to be amongst the best 32 in the world. One of them will be picking up $250,000 in prize money on Saturday here in Berlin. This is really nice build-up from Charanjot. They had a time green finish there with their Mbappe case, but just got blocked.
Yeah, just blocked there for Charanjot. And he is actually the first player from India to qualify for the World Championships. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to see some of these players really leading the way for their countries in this competition. And to go up against a player like Fuma and still be at 1-1 at halftime is very impressive.
Yeah, I didn't say that this was the group of death, but I said for Charanjot, the 3 opponents in there is an incredible tough ask. Here he is again, blocked by Virgil van Dijk. Still gets the possession back here, Brandon.
Hello. Not enough in his trap there by Bellingham. What's happening over here then? Bazinho, 3-1 up against Nervine, has a penalty, goes 4-1 up. Massive for him as well, the first ever Malaysian to qualify for a World Championship. And then Andreas pulls the goal back there. I mean, Casey said he was really smiley. We've got a headset on, he's soaking up all this atmosphere, all this commentary, and this is where you feel like the momentum might now be in his favour.
Absolutely. I mean, it is also his first World Championship as well, and so it does seem like he's enjoying every single second of it, celebrating every single goal, and he's inching closer and closer to Bonanno here, and so we've definitely got a game on our hands.
It's well defended.
Tex is 6 and up as well, for those that are wondering. That game currently in the pause in the second half.
But Andreas, again, a lot more confident. Even with the way he's defending there, not diving in, sort of getting to grips on the way Matthias is building up and trying to create chances, but from behind again.
Let's see what he can do from here. Players start to queue up in the box. Nice step over exit. Finds Rudiger and the help of Luka Modric. Just about able to pull that one away. See you later, De Bruyne. Oh, it's brilliant feet. The Manchester City man, Hosselum, all the way from right back. Yep, you heard that right, from right back. Driving forward, that's brilliant from Bernardo. Just that moment of trickery there from De Bruyne sold 1 or 2 players when the press was really aggressive from Andreas.
Yeah, I literally just praised Andreas for his defending. That there was, yeah, kamikaze. He's running out, sliding or stepping forward and everything. He's being aggressive. But Matthias makes use of the spaces then. That pass could go again, Casey. It's an easy finish, of course, for him.
It is, and he had 2 options there. He had Haaland also there, and so I think he was maybe anticipating the pass to either one of them. It was kind of a 50-50 situation, but he chose wrong, and it was a wide open goal.
Into a pause again we go. Let's go, if we can, to Charanjot Fuma, because there's a storyline emerging there, which would be a massive shock. It would be. You wouldn't expect Fuma to be eliminated in the group stage, and off the resume that he has. Charanjot, he's already made history getting here, representing India. First ever Indian to get to a World Championship. Why not go a bit further, Case? Why not go and upset the apple cart and find a way through?
Why not? I mean, we just said goodbye to Montexter. Is it possible that we say goodbye to his teammate from FC Lorient as well? I mean, that's a possibility here.
It just doesn't make sense, does it, after how dominant they've been and how good they've been? This is the World Championships, it's different. In case you missed his game early today for Charanjot.
It's just off. Great finish, though.
He finds himself in the group of death, where he did play against Emre Yilmaz, losing 8 goals to 3, which was difficult for him to take because he did start that game quite well, and then it just all fell apart for him. Back to this one now. Bonanno 5-3 up against Andreas. Again, these are elimination games, so the loser of them will be out here in Berlin. One more goal could seal the deal. Bonanno looking for the lofted. You know where it's going to end up. Hostel, who actually wins the battle, though.
Yep, I thought he was about to concede again from another mistake. Just gave possession away there, Casey, so easily.
Yeah, that's a dangerous situation. You want to make sure that you're marking that. It was a bit mixy there for a second. I wasn't sure who was going to end up on possession. He got lucky.
That's a nice goal there. 3-touch roulette. 4-3 in that game between Bazinho and Nervin.
Another goal as well that's gone in, and she said, Ryan, 4-3, 50 minutes left in that one. Bazinho Nervin, he's in a goal back. Fuma has pulled back a goal here as well of FC Lorient. Of course it's Mbappe. Doesn't matter what tournament we're playing in, Ryan, it's always Fuma's Mbappe that steps up and helps him out when he most needs it.
Yep, who else? Person he's relied upon for a number of years now to get him out of trouble and attack perfectly well with him.
On the volley, why not? Just an awkward bounce there. Hello, 4-4.
Wow.
Weghorst not using his head this time, using his feet, believe it or not.
That was 4-1 moments ago. I was keeping an eye on it. Bazinho was leading, and now, of course, 4-4 in that game.
We mentioned before how that game could definitely go either way, and we are seeing that exactly. It made him words.
Spit it out.
It may have taken him a little while to warm up, but he eventually did exactly that.
Got 15 or so minutes left in this game. If Andreas is going to try and get a comeback on and keep his dream in the FC Pro World Championship alive, he's going to need a goal. He's going to need it soon. Great defending there from Matthias to step forward with Rudiger.
Well, Tex is just setting out a little bit of a statement to the rest of the competition here. Yes, I didn't start well, but by God, I've picked things up here. He's just scored again in the 92nd minute, and he's leading by 7 goals to 0.
Wow.
He does stay in the FC Pro World Championships, and this is the goal case that he did score to go 7 up. The confidence is oozing out of him.
The confidence is absolutely insane. Green time with Ronaldinho. Not a lot of people would expect to even take that shot there. He doesn't need to at this point. He's already up 6-0. He doesn't have to continue to push forward, but it's that confidence that's going to push him into that next game as well if he can continue this on.
So smart from Matthias. Great goal. For me, that seals the deal there. That's done. Game over. 6-3. 3-goal lead in this game now.
Well, let's leave these two games because I think they could be done and dusted. Tex is going to stay in the tournament. Banana is also going to stay in the tournament. There's been another goal in the Fuma Charanjot game. And it's Fuma that leads 3-2 now. This one is not going to finish first. It's actually going to be Bazino against Nervin that's going to finish first. So we'll go to that in a second. But this is the goal that we missed first. It was Fuma who finds a way through with Hullet. Does he use Mbappe? Yeah, of course he does. We might actually want to go to the closing stages if we can. A Bazino against Nervin. Big chance, Fuma. How's that gone off target from R9? Into a pause we go. He is 23 minutes away from knocking out Charanjot. Back over here then. 4 in-game minutes left. Are we in for extra time? Remember that Bazino was 4-1 up. He won't forgive himself if he concedes again now in normal time.
That just goes to show these 9-and-a-halves, anything can happen. You can have a rough start and come back in these games and still make massive victories after being down 3-4 goals.
Say for free, Bazino would be nervous right now. He doesn't want to give any sort of inkling that it's possible for Nervin to score. Could be a chance here, though. Rivaldo.
He might just have given away that last chance of the game. Rivaldo in a running race past Toni Kroos, sends him packing, cuts it back in so nicely. Cristiano Ronaldo, Toni Kroos, Hullet. Oh, no, looking for a little reverse elastico there to open up some sort of space. Added time of 3 minutes. It'll be a long 3 minutes. There should be enough time to create another attack at least. Goes out wide, this time to Osselu. Him and Davies have swapped wings by the looks of it. In these last closing minutes, Bazino, is he going to have the last laugh here? Mbappe. Aggressive from Van Dijk, needed to be. Now we go back down the other end. There's still another minute left. Well, we're going to need 30 more minutes of extra time. He's in his half. He's got about 10 in-game seconds left. Davies, that's potentially a mistake. Might open up a bit of room. R9 might see a finesse from there. He did. Extra time needed here. Let's jump back over to Fuma Charanjot. If we can. I mean, I'm just looking across the board there. There's been another goal in that game. Fuma, I think, will keep himself alive in the tournament. This is the goal that we just missed. Haaland times it green. Fuma will stay alive here in Berlin.
You know, Fuma had to say goodbye to Monsaxer earlier, and I think that he wanted to stay in for him. And it's unfortunate for Charanjot because, like we said, he is representing his country and he's making massive, massive milestones here. So he had a great run, but Fuma, that's a tough one.
That pen? Oh my goodness.
I think it might be. Penalty to end proceedings here. What do both Manchester City players have in common? They both just scored 7 goals in elimination games. They are alive, they are still in the competition. And they'll be 1 win away from the knockout stages tomorrow.
Both alive and kicking. Of course, commiserations to Andreas, the top player. We head on into extra time. Bazino up against Nerv, and this is the game where Bazino was 4-1 up. Knockdown's going to win it. It's an important block there in the box.
Only game to go to extra time from this round. And at the end of it, 8 players will have been eliminated here from the FC Pro World Championships. Where coursed Hullet! Bazino back in front. And if anyone needed the goal case, it's him, because he was 4-1 up. He's thrown away a huge lead at that point. You're just in your own head.
Absolutely. No, this is exactly what he needed to go into this extra time. Green time finish from Hullet in the box across the goal. And Bazinho is on top for this. But there's plenty of time left, Ryan. Plenty of time to score goals. And like we said, this one was going to go very, very close.
Yeah, you see from the reaction as well, it's not even a thing about excitement when he scores. It's more so relief, because he was 4-1 up, as we've mentioned already. This game, though, Challenger was started extremely well. It's a great bit of skill there to find a pass.
Into corner. There's Weghorst. Don't count him out yet. Still plenty of time left. Gotta think he will get at least 1 or 2 good chances.
Plenty of time in this game. Play lock corner, brings Weghorst into a position that he wants him. Plays it perfectly in as well, and it's an easy finish case for, Weghorst from corners.
Yeah, of course. Corners are just so hard to defend. You're praying that it goes your way. Sometimes it's 50-50. If you're moving the keeper, it helps your chances a little bit, but players are sitting at home practicing this day in and day out to making sure they're perfect, and it's very difficult to defend.
Yeah, you have to practice it.
Well, we will keep you up to date with both those games. We just jumped back into extra time here between this 9-goal thriller. Bazinho against Navib. Over to the Polish League champion. See if he can pull it back again. Ronaldo subbed on just recently towards the latter stages of the original 90. 2 aerial threats in the box. It's a great ball, it just didn't really work out there for Haaland. If we can, let's jump back over to Charanjot Fuma, just because that one will finish before this one. Has Charanjot got more surprises up his sleeve for us? Big waves on social media yesterday, especially across the Indian community as well. He's written history already just for getting to this stage. Won the EISL this year with North East United. It was only a matter of time before he was able to pull through. He's just been saved there. This tournament's just been saved there by Schmeichel, because that was time green from R9, and any other day it's probably going in. Fuma reworking, stretching out the defence, sending Kanate running low. Look at the space. Bellingham, Fuma's done so well there. Didn't need anyone else in that conversation, Ryan. Just did it all on his own.
Yep, controlled sprint came into effect there with Jude Bellingham. You see it, just dribbling inside here, holding R1, twisting and weaving in between Hullet. Of course, the goalkeeper movement sort of makes his mind up, knows where he's going to place the ball, and I think that's it now. I think Fuma will move on into the next round as Challenger unfortunately gets eliminated.
He completely pulled the defender out of the way, and then he wasn't able to switch back in time to catch him. Yeah. And that's just the controlled sprint. It puts you in situations where your defenders aren't able to track it.
Back to this one now. Added time of 1 minute. Bazinho! How about that for a replay?
Finesse shot plus and Bazinho seems to be a perfect combination anywhere in shooting range. Doesn't he? I don't think he times it. I don't think he does. He just turns inside and just.
So like these players have already got the stats or the play styles. Let's just roll with it.
Goes for it.
Well, Fuma, one side of FC Lorient will survive here in Berlin. Unfortunately, Montaxa was eliminated just a round or so ago. Commiserations to Charanjot. He might not feel it now, but he should be so proud of what he's been able to achieve. Amongst the best 32 players in the world. He's written history for himself, Case.
Absolutely. I think that he had a tough go in the play-ins, and he was able to make it through a very gruesome battle. But to go up against such an impressive opponent in Fuma, he's been competing for a while, and we knew it was going to be a tough one for him. But I mean, scoring 3 goals on Fuma is also very, very impressive. He gave it his best shot, and commiserations to Charanjot.
Especially when you're being dropped in the group of death as well. Said Johnny and Emre Yilmaz also in this group. They're both going to be matching up very shortly in a winners match. One of those two guaranteed to go straight through to the knockout stages. Full-time result there, Fuma remains in the competition. Challenger eliminated. Let's jump back over to extra time. 108 minutes on the clock there. 2-goal cushion for Mahalo. Lovely little cancellation there. Is it going to be a tapper at the back post? No, it's not. He's saying to himself, surely, Ryan, look, I've given away a 3-goal lead before. Got an unbelievable cushion here with 10 minutes on the clock. I can't do it again.
I think that he'll learn from that. Honestly, I think now we'll resort to just keeping possession a little bit more risk averse, not taking those gambling passes where it's a 50-50 chance you keep possession or you give it away. And I think he's just going to try and keep possession now and force Nervin just to be even more aggressive than he already is.
Stay there from misplaced pass. Valdo. Oh, a nice reverse elastico. Taking more time out of the game, but he's giving possession away.
Cross.
Look at the time, look at the space for Cristiano Ronaldo has to score.
That's the thing. He needs to be making sure that he's keeping possession on the rest of this game, and it's a lot easier said than done, but Nervin is giving him his last effort cross over into Ronaldo. I mean, we still got a game on our hands. Ryan, do you think it's possible?
It is possible now, yeah, absolutely. You've got time. Of course, the nerves will be amplified for Bazino because he's already given away leads in this game. He doesn't want to do it again.
Just needs to be perfect. The 5 or so in-game minutes. I think what you saw there a few times, he was just trying to keep the ball and just trying to take time out of the game, but in some really dangerous areas when you've got a constant press coming at you.
Yeah, you don't try and keep possession from constant press in your own half or towards your own box.
Especially when you're trying to get it up in the air and you're often pass when you've got so many aerial plus monsters all around the pitch that are just be able to get you back in possession. Maybe Bazino wants one more goal here just to ensure he could go through. He's been very aggressive there. Neymar does get the ball back. Possession away, given. Left himself in a real hard position now. 120 on the clock, added time. He's down the bar and gives away a corner. You don't want to do that. Potentially gives himself a real task to try and defend this. Stones all trying to manly control. Haaland causing more nightmares. 6. And we could be on our way to a penalty shootout to survive in the World Championships.
I'll be honest, it's unforgivable from Bazino. I had to double check the scoreline. I thought he was chasing the lead. He's playing that offensive. I must be missing something here. There must be a top goal scorer award or something in the groups that you get prize for. So I don't know why he's playing that. I don't know. I'm honestly confused.
2 times he's had big leads, Bazino, and he just hasn't helped himself.
Yeah, I think that is just a massive mistake. I will say that the pressure that he was experiencing was very, very strong, but it's those type of situations he could have been a winner at this point.
Well then, penalties. Let's jump into it now. Bazino steps up a neighbour. Did he score that important 6? Oh no, he's missed. Over to Haaland now. Can he go on from what he can?
Up next, we do have Bazino again. Let's see where he goes. Straight down the middle.
But to make it 2 out of 2. CR7 for the penalty. Goes bottom left and scores as well.
Needs this one to stick. Does Bazinho and Mbappe down the middle? Is it going to be perfect pens from the Polish player? Cafu steps up, does score.
Bazinho next on the line with Weghorst. Let's see where he goes. And it goes in.
Score this again, Nervin to put himself in pole position. Goals right. Keeper goes the same way, but he scores.
Did he?
Yep.
Have to score this one, Bazinho. It's over to you, It does score. Navin, just keep doing what you have. 4 from 4 so far. Scores a fifth, he stays in the World Championship. He does just about survive. And for Bazinho, he has to sit there and go, I've just given away 2 massive leads in a situation here at the World Finals, which you just can't do because you'll be punished for it.
Yeah, that is honestly devastating for Bazinho to have those type of leads, and in those last seconds of the game to continue to push forward. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'm with Casey. Honestly, I'm still dumbfounded. I might have to watch that back and just understand that. Yeah, I'm completely lost. But of course, congratulations to Nervin, progresses further on in his group.
8 players eliminated here from Berlin. There are still 8 more that will be leaving us here in day 1. But before we do that, we are going to head off to a very quick break. Now, when we get back, we are jumping to the upper side of the group stages, and we're going to get 8 players through to the knockout stages. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
The eyes of the world are on Berlin. Are you ready? The best of the best, the FC Elite, the Galacticos of gaming. They all come together here in the German capital in a bid for legendary status. The prize, a life-changing $250,000. So, let me ask you again. You ready?
PlayStation
Hello and welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships. We've seen some sensational action so far. We've just seen, unfortunately, people leave the tournament. Ebru, how have you found the day?
Yeah, so far very amazing. We had great games. We have so many great players here, and I think, yeah, we have the next matchups. I see Anders. I think he's the next one to come through the knockout stage.
Just give you a little bit of a clap and a thumbs up, Anders there. He's really happy to see you here. Brandon, first things first, mate. Thanks for joining us. Here, you've been busy in the commentary booth. New beard?
Yeah, well, I started the show today. First comment I saw in the chat from you at home was, Brandon could have made a bit of effort for this one and shaved his beard. I'm just trying, all right? I'm just trying. It's not going well, but we're trying, all right? I tried it for the World Championships and it's not looking great.
He's been using coconut oil and it works. So if you need a beard, just use coconut oil because it's working for Brandon. It could work for you too. Let's take a look at the brackets, shall we? Where we're at. We'll start with Group E, what we just saw. Mr. Brandon Smith. I mean, what a game we've got there.
Yeah, incredible scenes. I mean, look, there was question marks over both Manchester City esports players. What they both did, FG, is they both scored 7 goals and kept themselves alive in the competition. We say goodbye to 8 players here, but that Levy David matchup against Nathan SR is going to be a big one.
Ebru, how do you call that game? Levy David against Nathan SR, 2 absolute heavyweights off the scene.
Yep.
They've had a long wait though. They've not played for a long time, but Levy in his interview earlier on said, oh, it's all right. It's an advantage for me because I don't mind.
Yeah, of course. I think when you ask me about the best EAFC players in the world, I would definitely put Levy the Weird into the top 5. And Nathan was very good in this game before, like very underrated, but did great. So I think it's a very cool matchup.
And Tex, we saw bounce back in some style, Brandon, in Group F. He goes into the, he stays in the competition. But wow, what a performance.
I think that's what you needed, wasn't it? Sometimes, as crazy as it sounds, if you lose your first game, it's the biggest wake-up call you're ever going to get, losing at the biggest tournament of the year where there is so much pressure on you, and then he comes back and he wins not just by 1 but by 7 and keeps a clean sheet. He's looking dangerous going into that loser match.
He is indeed, and we've got Abu Makar and Max as well coming up in that group. If we look ahead to Group G, I mean, look at this one. Ebru, I mean, Manu Bashore, Levi Finn, what a game that is.
That is an insane matchup. Manu Bashore versus Levi Finn. So Levi Finn, one of my teammates, but Bashore, he won the World Cup last year. So yeah, it's gonna be very exciting.
That's got to be a matchup between arguably 2 of the nicest people in esports, Manu Bashore and Levi Finn, 2 absolute legends.
Absolutely, and you don't really know who to back there, do you? Because they are both so nice. But unfortunately, one of them has to drop down to that lower side, and one of them will be going straight through to the knockout stages tomorrow.
And we saw our first penalty shootout in that group as well. 5 out of 5, a bit like England the other day. That was good, wasn't it, Brandon? As we look at Group H, Emre Yilmaz versus Johnny.
2 players that have one thing in common. They've both won the Champions League, so that's going to be a massive game between the 2 of them there. And then, guess what? You lose. Guess what you're treated by? Oh, you're playing against Fuma, a 4-time French champion. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it?
Right, Ebru, this is most definitely the group of death. Can we all agree that?
Yeah, I agree totally. I said it like before, Group H is definitely the hardest group. Emre versus Johnny, I think it could also be a final. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I hope you're listening, Graf, wherever you are in the studio. That is the group of death, so that settles that. But listen, how do we see this one going then? Because the players, they're not going to get eliminated if they lose this time, remember, but this is like the players who started well, but unfortunately only one can win the game. Is there anyone that you think is definitely guaranteed to go through? Because I can't call it.
He's probably staring at me right now. Anders Vergang probably is going to be on his way to a knockout stage. Oh, there he is, peeping over the monitor.
Hello, Anders. How are you, mate? Thumbs up? Yeah, always thumbs up. Ibra, what's he like? Is he like this all the time? Because he is absolutely hilarious. You guys only get to see him during the game, and he's funny during the game, but even off camera, he's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, I like him. I think many people outside they don't know how Anders really is. Like outside of the cam, he's a very funny guy. Yeah, and he likes this. He likes that people pushes him, like the fans and the audience. So yeah, I think also Anders is the next player who's going to the knockout stage.
Look how happy he is. You won't be happy about this. Do you want to mention what happened when you and Anders had a penalty shootout?
Yeah, I beat him. If he wants that rematch, let's go, buddy.
I think he's a little bit busy, and I think people at home want to watch Anders in action, so let's not make you guys wait anymore. Well done, by the way. We're going to go on to the next round of fixtures.
the moment we've all been waiting for. Anders with a game to qualify for the knockouts. And let's just say, before anything, the group of death is Group A. Group A, not Group H. People keep saying Group H, Group E. No. Group A. Anders against Nacho for a game to qualify. Ryan, thoughts about that?
It's a tough one. I got to speak to Nacho earlier on. I interviewed him between the games, and obviously it was just after his win. He was very confident. Anders was giving him some trash talk back. I find it difficult to ever root against Anders. He's always going to be my favorite against basically everybody, and I'm sure that's the same for you, Mo.
Yeah.
I'm too long today.
Yeah, I love to watch the game because Anders is not only maybe the best player in the world, but also the most offensive player. His games are a show. He gives us a show with his celebrations, the way how he talks to the game, also when he loses, how also toxic he is. And Ibro said he wants the support from the chat. I think he's the only one who don't give a about the fans, man.
Yeah.
He really do his show. He don't care about someone supporting him or someone hate him. And I expect him also to win. I would say maybe 5-4.
Let's see. Let's not 5-4. You said
5-1.
5-1.
Yeah, not forgetting.
I mean, we cannot forget about the Anders race. Even with my 50%, I'll still beat him.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. He backs himself entirely. And of course, there's other games going to be happening. These are qualification games for the knockouts. We've got Zin up against Virgil, which is another massive game. Sharif up against K1 John. Again, huge games. And last but not least, Yuval up against Hezes.
I feel like Anders is really confident now about the winning the Euro last week and then coming here, beat guy in the first game. And when Anders is confident, it's hard to beat him. You need him to be angry.
Doubt himself, and now it's once he kicks into gear, it's definitely hard to stop. Nacho though, Grab, you know him extremely well, more than all of us do. We're very impressed with him in the domestic league in Spain.
Yep.
The Liga FC Pro Cup and also the league format.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, but in each Champions League he was below his level, and I think now he's showed. He beat Gibalos, again, one of the players who I respect very highly in this competition, and it shows how confident he must be feeling.
Yeah, I had the chance to coach NIT in Sweden playing against Anders, and when we got off the stage, as you can see here, PH first attack of the game, passing to... Oh! That's a poor touch by Konate.
Nice goal.
Yikes, that is a horrible...
I'm subbing him off. If Konate does a touch, he's off.
Saliba warm up. Honestly,
do it.
Alarm bells.
But yeah, as I was just mentioning, Juanqui and Nacho told me they had different... If they were playing against Anders, they would approach the game in a different way. So I'm curious to see if they have a game plan coming in this game against Anders. As we can see in the other match, K1 John against Sharif. K1 John was attacking Stones, crossing to Weghorst, and he leads up the game 1-0 to K1 John.
Yeah, that's it. You know the trademark, just a little dink into the back post and a headed goal there. K1 John, he's somebody, again, with Jafonzo, obviously competed and got their spots in this FC World Championships through the EMLS, one of the tournaments that sort of closed off their circuit early on. So we haven't really got to see much of him. And Virgil is someone we saw recently in the East area, played in there to Zidane, player lock.
Nice player lock.
Great play. Played across goal. 2 goals in not even 5 minutes in that game.
I mean, that was a brilliant, not only I really like the first player lock. Let's just see how he attacks in this one.
Yeah, as I was saying, I was going to ask you, Mo, do you think it makes a difference for the players that completed their domestic season and got their spots early on, whereas you'd have players maybe in the league and with Montax Fuma, they only played, what, a month or so ago in their domestic league?
I think it makes a huge difference, in my opinion, because in those instances, let's just say you've been practicing, for example, in the League One for 5 months, 4 months, and if you just play one tournament in which you play the playoffs and that's it, I think it makes a huge difference.
I think you see it in history also that German guys always go far in the World Championships because the league goes for 9 months.
Yeah.
So they knew every matter, change every week, every update, every patch, the game change. And when you have a league who goes all the year, the players are better. They practice more than others where they compete 6 months ago and then...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, we see here a slow start, the first chances for both guys, but I expected like more offensive attacks.
Yeah.
And you can see Nacho how he want to build up. Oh, the defense was not that
Yeah,
good.
that was a poor tackle, hasty by center back, and I mean, Anders is going to punish you. So that's 1-0. You can see Anders hyping himself up. That's a a good look into us. He's happy with the goal. As you can see from Konate, that's a poor tackle, and then there was one miss in that situation. 1-0 to Anders.
Yeah, exactly. Dribbling was great with Mbappe. Green timed. Yeah, it's a common theme with Anders. In and in front of goal, he's always going to try and time his shots. It's a massive goal in that game to break the deadlock. Again, for those at home, this is the key to emphasize. This is a spot here in the FC Pro Championship knockouts. If you win this game, if you lose, you're not eliminated, though. You fall into the loser bracket finals. Of course, another game going on. Hezes from a corner, played short. Arnhem Ronaldo, power shot.
That's the first power shot.
First one we've seen this weekend. Well, this tournament so far. Great play from Anders. Yeah, he's cooking. He's heating up now. That's all he needed. He's just getting into gear.
Show me his face now.
Nacho's been, I don't know, out of position in these last 2 goals. I do think the first one was a clear defensive mistake. I don't think this was a clear defensive mistake. It was just quick passing from R9 to Saka.
I mean, against Anders, your defense always looks
open, right?
Yeah. Even in my best days when I play Anders, I feel like, man, I never defended.
Yeah, I remember years ago watching, I think it was 2021, watching him against, we all know Tuga very well. He's defensively probably one of the best. And especially that year, and Anderson was just cutting through him like it was nothing. He's just so good offensively and at making the right choices as well.
Yeah, you can't, against him, you can't set up your defense like your 2 CDMs. They're not like in the position you want them because he plays so fast with so many 2 passes. And we see here the equalizer from Sharif, 1-1.
It was a player lock because, as you can see, that was 100 depth from the defensive side, so he was pushing forwards. He player locked into the striker, 1v1 situations, and that was 1-1 with the score. As we can see, Virgil scoring his 2nd goal of the game as well.
Hold on a minute.
Fairly similar to the first one. He decided to go for the finesse one this time, and we can see what it means for him. 2-1 leading up the game against PH, and PH did not win convincingly the first match, and now he's not playing at his best as well.
I don't think we've seen the best of PH at all, and it's an interesting one. Anders building up again, trying to find goal number 3.
I mean, PH is an example for what we just talked.
Yep.
He qualified months ago, like 7 months ago for this tournament.
Yep.
So for him, it was not easy to practice a lot for this tournament, and we see, wow, that hurts. Like this year to
miss a pen is devastating because it's so easy. It's much easier than previous years to score.
Let's see. Nacho building up the play from cross to Gerard. He needs to be. This is good. This is good attack.
Wow!
The Magiri cancel from R9 with a beautiful golazo. And I'm gonna tell you, next one, I'm commentating like a Spanish commentator. I know I promise you a Omawa. So next one, it's coming like that.
That is an incredible goal there, though. The McGeady cancelled the skill move perfectly. I thought here he could have taken a shot. Absolutely.
Yeah, but he could shoot with R9. It's like only flexing.
That's a goal for the cameras there. That's for the highlight reel. Even Anders can't really complain too much about that goal, to be honest. It's a great goal to try and get back into this game.
That's a beautiful goal from Nacho. Which I think if you're playing against Anders, the game always has to be alive.
Yeah.
Because if Anders just keeps going and keeps scoring, I don't think you can come back from 3 goals under.
Yeah, it's the game again, of course. K1 John in a goal. And that is his goal to restore his lead against Ex Sharif, of course, a player that's flying the flag high for Morocco. Currently losing 2-1 in that game.
We change the right foot, maybe.
Very effective from corners, to be fair.
Anders
doesn't manage to get ahead.
Dangerous now with those corners, right? That's a dangerous Anders.
I mean, yeah, he's more dangerous than all day, but he's not in that level like other pros with corner.
Yeah.
Because like he's too good to play in football. He say like, no, I don't need it.
Oh my gosh, hold on a minute. See
wow.
A highlight again. It's knocked in. R9 near post, green time, and Virgil.
I like that finesse shot.
Yeah, 3-1 up against PH Zin.
Talk to us. Why did you like that more?
Yeah, it's decision making from pros. You know, he has the golden play style finesse shot, and he maybe he could score easily, but that's 100%. And here the 3-1 from Anders.
And this is the third goal by Anders. He decides to go for the cross into a knockdown. First touch by R9, screaming his mind off. And a beautiful finish. As you can see, Joselu just running. Looks for the cross into Haaland. He knocks it down. That first touch is amazing. He scores the third goal. And if we can see...
crosses?
He's enjoying those crosses. And he goes for the Vamos as well. So
Only because he's Spain, yeah?
yeah,
Not
that's
sure.
it. He's playing against the Spaniard.
Yeah.
And Umut
going for the
say
Vamos.
he never provoked the opponent, but Umut was lying. He know everything what he do. Like, he's a smart guy, you know? When you talk to him, he's really smart and funny guy.
And as we can see, as it stands in Group A, Anders is qualified for the round of 16. Virgil is qualified in Group C, and K1 John is qualified in Group D.
Would that be the three players you would have thought maybe in that group already? Would it be the first three players to qualify from each group? I think, if I'm being honest, I think only one of those, Anders. I thought K1 John potentially could qualify, but I would have backed Montaxa in that game, in that group, sorry, to have been the first person to qualify.
Yeah, probably you'd expect PH to top the
Exactly,
group,
yeah.
and then we gotta say that Casey was talking a lot about K1 John.
Yeah, she was. She was flying the flag for NAs as he is right now in this competition.
I would say PH will win this game. He will make a comeback. He's 3-1 down against Virgil. Gerard.
Cool build up. See how it ends.
I think he played too much of Vekos.
Yeah.
Like, he should be only there for crosses.
Knockdowns, yeah. Don't get the ball to his feet trying to twist and turn. Or
Yes, it's like the 5th time he loses the ball with him, so it's not that smart.
What I love about this version of Anders is he's switching up the play with the fullbacks. He's also crossing. It feels like he's doing everything, really.
Yeah.
See? He'll ask for it. Maybe not pass the ball much to Weghorst. Seems like he's not going for counterattacks. He's building up slowly, recycling, which I'm not sure if it's the way to attack Anders. Because his player switching is just too good. To the center backs, to the midfields.
Yeah.
I think you gotta go for the counterattack. As K1 John is doing with Hullit. That's the third goal from Ruud Hullit. And that's a convincing result, 3-1, K1 John.
We didn't see the angry Anders yet.
Nope.
I think that's the point why he don't won the World Championship last year.
Yep.
Because like when he's losing, he's too emotional.
did he do? Was it Oberon last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Oberon's one of those players that always seems to get the best of Anders in competitions.
ECL as well.
Yep. Anders corner spoke about how he's trying to learn and be a bit more effective and create more goal-scoring chances from it. Haaland's going to win it. Oh, don't know what happened with the animation. It didn't work in his favour. He looks back to his coach as well. You don't know what's happened, and of course we go into half-time in this game.
And as we can see, we have PH attacking for the last time. Probably a pass into Pirlo, Haaland, Joselu, and this is going to be the last kick of this game. He has to score, in my opinion. This is good from Haaland.
Great passing.
Another pass into
Nice.
Mbappe. Goal, 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 goal. What a crazy goal by Mbappe. PH with a beautiful build-up. The pass to Mbappe, the step over, and what a golazo, Mo.
We'll take turns in doing the Spanish commentary. We'll take turns. Mo's next. Look at the build-up, though. It's beautiful. The passing, the driven passes are so important in those areas. And as you like, Mo, that near-post finish, Mbappe, it's a lifeline back for PX. A goal before halftime always changes stuff. It's a mental approach when you go into the break, Mo.
Yeah, of course. It's like real football. That's good to be like mental with a positive shot now, but it was also an amazing goal. It's a short passing, a lot of short passing, then the step over, and then this decision making. Okay, he will move his goalkeeper to the long post. I would shoot the short post. It was really nice from PHZN. And I trust him to make the comeback because for me, PHZN is one of the top 4 here. For me, he will be in the semi-final.
Who is your favourite, actually? I haven't really
For
heard
me, it's
of.
Anders.
Anders is your favourite. If it wasn't Anders, who would you say then? Because there's so many options. You've got the team who
I would say Levi de Weert.
Levy?
Yeah, Levi de Weert.
Okay.
He play really calm and great defense.
Yeah,
that's
I'm a big fan of
defense
Levy.
win championships.
Yep, agree. This is live between Ubarbelli and Hezes. Trying to see who's going to be that player to solidify the first spot in this group through to the knockout stage. Is sensational play. Yuval Belly, that's beautiful. He joined at the right time. Gravison, talk to me about that goal.
It was just brilliant.
Sensational.
It was just brilliant. If we just look at back, you can see how he builds up the play from Hullit to Haaland. And in that instance, I mean, it was just, he thought Hessers, that Haaland was going to try to look for the cutback, but then the direction of not making to the pass was just beautiful. Quick thinking. And that's what I was talking about, how the pros think in just split of a second.
Yeah, it's every 5 seconds they're a mind game between the two.
Press from Anders there, wow.
One of the best in mind games are Anders. He makes the best decisions of everyone.
Got lucky there, but he made the right choices to get to that moment.
Ready time!
Greedy time.
I mean, it's just, obviously he's lucky with the deflection, but in my opinion, what I really like about Anders, apart from those reactions, is the way he attacks those 3v3.
Agreed.
So if you pull the fullback out of position, he'll punish every single time.
Yeah.
And something he really does well is just keep running by the wing, and when you overcommit with one of the center backs or whatever, he always has the timing right for a pass into the striker.
Always. He makes the right choices more often than not, and I think that's why, for me, again, I see him as the favourite, one of at least the favourites, and there's a reason for that.
I think the pros are most scared about him when they choose a player who don't want, everyone will choose Anders. Even he don't win the championship yet. He play really, really good. Only his emotional are his weakness, and I'm really, excited about the next days, how he react to like the 0-2 down, 0-3 down. But for Nacho, it's like, okay, he loses against Anders, but he will have his deciding match also.
Yeah, against Gibbardus. The thing is, though, Mo, right? He's already beaten Gibbardus in that situation. You've had situations. 5-2, it was a comfortable victory. You're going into that game with a different side of emotion. Hold on, we'll speak more about that. It's got goal in this game. Hezers in on goal, green timed across the face of goal. That's a goal back to make it 3-2. Still in favour for Yuval Belly, but as I was saying, hold on, there's another goal. Never mind, comeback complete from P8 Zin, 3-3 in this game. As I was saying against, sorry, that's what I just... Do you think the mental side of it is difficult because you're coming back from a loss in this game in Nacho's instance?
I think I like it to play against someone who I just beat because it's every game is every opponent is a matchup issue. You can't say he's better than him.
Yeah,
he's better than him.
agreed. Yeah.
Maybe he suits you more, and then you're not allowed to underestimate him because he's also a great player. But normally, you feel better than someone who lost.
And if we just jump onto this game, you can see the way Hessers just passed it into Cruyff. Beautiful power shot. Second one. Power shot
These
from
two are
Cruyff.
one of the best offensive guys in the scene.
Yeah. Hezers scores goals.
Maybe he's the best one, I would say.
I'd say he's the best attacking player.
Look at the space. Hold on.
That's a beautiful finish from Weghorst. 4-2. Game is on.
Yeah, game on.
It's just 2 goals.
It's a 3v1 there for some reason when we went back to it. Easy finish, of course, whip to the back post.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the game plan against Anders. You gotta punish. He's attacking with the fullback. The thing is, when you're attacking, when you try to cover the ball, he'll pull players out of position. So you gotta look for those situations in which you'll find yourself with a risky pass into a 3v1, then cross and score a goal.
Oh, he's angry. Yeah, his pressing is risky, so sometimes he scores goals off his pressing, but sometimes you...
Yeah.
I think my playset was the same. Like, I scored when I won like 7-4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't always scored goals.
He did, every single time. When you were playing Mo, you knew you were going to score goals.
Yeah. And
you knew you were going to concede a lot of them as well. But I agree with you with the Hessers situation. I do think he's the best attacker in this competition.
And he when he finds his defense like for one weekend, he could be a chief like me. So I had never won an international tournament, only the World Championship, because I formed my defense in one weekend, and it was enough to win the World Championship.
So maybe if Hessers finds his defense as well, is going to be the World Championship for him as well. As we can see here, you have PH against Virgil 3-3 and Anders against Nacho in 4-2. The game between Anders and Nacho is a little bit up.
Wow.
Hold on.
Oh,
That's a big mistake there. The keeper movement was so early there from Anders. I thought it was a guaranteed goal there from Nacho Abea. Into this game though, Peter's in against Virgil. Virgil trying to find space offside though.
But that was a throw in.
Yeah.
It was great attacking and also like practicing a lot. I think with Weghorst also deserved the goal, but yeah, I would say he lost the mind game.
Yeah, for sure. As we can see here, Virgil defending well in a match in which you started the game really, really well, but these things can happen. You start to play the game well, and then your opponent comes back. It's a new game. Especially if you want to make it through to the knockouts, you got to suffer in some situations. Of course, you'll dominate some games, but you got to suffer as well. He's suffering now, 3-3.
I think every world champion won like one game with slack, with a penalty shootout or like this. So
Do you think what would have been yours when you won it?
yeah, mine was Nicolas. It was the best game ever. And we see Heathers finish his comeback with a lead, but still 22 minutes to go. Yeah, I think when I beat Nicolas in the PlayStation final, yeah, there was a moment I say, yeah, now I have to win.
Yeah.
I conceded like 2 goals in the last minute to the penalties.
You can see,
Wow,
what a
nice
cross.
cross.
Oh,
Unlucky.
And Konate again. Konate, that man.
He should have come off from the second minute. Needed to come off.
I'm pointing
You never
fingers.
saw mistakes from Van Dijk.
No, never. Even Maldini or
Yeah,
I don't know, Saliba.
I think the people have to realize.
What would have
And-
been your back for there, Mo, if you played in this tournament?
I will play Chouameni.
What a pass. Goes into a
Space,
pass.
Dino. Good keeping
Dino.
movement,
But
predicting
good
finesse.
defense also. He stay good? Ah, no. he
Oh!
What?
That's unlucky.
don't. Wow, 99 shooting. But no green time finish. So it's not perfect
Come
shoot.
on, Mo.
Come on, Mo.
It's-
Come on, Mo.
He never has to.
As a pro, you want to say, I did my best to score.
Okay, fair enough. I get that part.
Yeah, but he has to go. Yeah.
I'm sure Peterson's just thinking, it's a goal. He's done everything there. The build-up was sensational. It was great defending, though, from Virgil, but the attacking from Peterson was sublime. Deserved the goal.
Yeah, 99 shooting is crazy.
And that was a beautiful step over
Insane.
from R9. That
Yep.
was really, really good. He goes for the player switch
Wow.
into a player lock. This is 2v1 against the fullback.
He's dominating the game.
Yeah, he's attacking well now. Passing to Cross, crossing to Ronaldinho. Oh, brilliant defending. And as Mo mentioned, Virgil is suffering now, but he's defending well.
Yeah.
And all he needs is one goal. What good attack. Let's see if it's this one.
He need a fourth goal from Khulit. And he have a hat-trick already.
This is a good attack.
Someone celebrate. Wow!
Wow, what a ball.
Look at the way it fizzed as well. Mbappe takes it down.
That is a typical Hazard goal.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
one of the best. Like this year with the play styles, it's easier to do, but he was always like doing this.
Goal from
Kind of
the
stuff.
Great play there. Step there defensively from K1 Jonas. Step and a slide tackle. And in this game, we're back to it. Perfect timing. Peterson takes the lead. He was down, was it 3-1 in this game?
Yep.
I believe it was 3-1 down. He scored 3 goals without a response.
We see every game is a comeback, you know.
Yeah, it was Havertz, played into Mbappe, just quick snappy passes, R9.
Wow, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
sensational
That's
play.
beautiful
Oh.
football.
The thing is, sometimes all it takes is timing, because this wall wasn't necessarily a mechanical,
Yeah.
I don't know, something too spectacular, but just quick passing.
He knows how the KI like reacts when you pass like to the striker. So that's not everything what the other one defend. Also, you have to figure out how the KI react to this pass and to this cross.
As we jump into this match, we have 6 minutes left of the match again
Also-
between Sharif and K1 John.
Also 3-1, 3-3.
Yep. This is a good attack
Oh,
by Sharif.
Weghorst. Look at Weghorst.
Back post.
Is that a cross coming
Not
in?
going to go for it.
Okay.
Maybe he is now.
Oh,
Not too late.
nice.
I don't like when I see someone who makes short corners. I don't like
Same.
it at all.
I saw Fuma Montaxi doing that. I feel like it's a lack of preparation in a way.
Yeah, of course.
Takes.
Stones has been everywhere. Can't get past him.
try to go for the Trubella.
He blocked everything, like 4 blocks in a row.
Yeah.
You can see now it's probably what last kick of the game. Probably 88 minutes. We'll just hold the ball.
In these moments, Mo and Grab, you just keep possession then and just try and wait for the last attack.
Yeah, I try my best, but I was really bad in this moment. Like this one, you need to find the timing when you go to offense, and it was like 2 minutes too early.
Yeah. And now Sharif has one more chance to attack. Let's see the added time, which is 1 minute, so not a lot of time. He has to go forward.
Good pressing. But no, the right back is free.
He has to go forward. He has to attack.
Yeah,
yes, done.
Yes. He's happy with the result. He's happy going to extra time. So Sharif against K1 John goes to extra time. We have to remind people at home for a spot in the knockouts of the World Championships.
Hold on a minute. Virgil with a goal back in this game. Driven past Arnan Ronaldo.
Wow.
I believe it was Kanate. Muscled off again.
It's like the first finesse shot from Virgil.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to use R9 and hold it.
I mean, you were asking for those, right? The finesse, the playstyle plus, left-footed into the near post. You're asking for them. He's delivering. Hessers looks like he's going to qualify.
Just needs to close it out now. Just try and keep possession and make the right choices. Yubabeli needs a goal as soon as possible. Big one. He passes back, intercepted.
Now this is going to be a good attack. The ball passes it to Hullet, and he has to score in this instance.
That's the right plays in the right position, though. It was Saka at the back post, not someone you want to cross the ball into. Playing it short as well wasn't appealing enough. Looks as if Hezers will find his way into the knockout bracket.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye for him in the knockouts because
that's when he comes alive, you know.
Yeah.
He's someone. He won the final in his domestic league in Italy. It was a resounding score. It was like 15-4 or something ridiculous like that. He scored so many goals, and in the knockouts, obviously defense, we always say, wins championships, but scoring goals in FC24 is very, very important.
Has one attack with Haaland.
In the background, I hear a lot of Vamos from Anders. He's leading 6-2, and he also will go to the knockouts.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was the last chance, I think, now, the game.
2 goals. Gordon take his shot.
3 minutes? 3 minutes? Oh.
Maybe if he scores this corner.
I still don't see it. Even if he scores, I still think it's done.
And I conceded 2 goals in the last minute against Nicolas, so
he knows what he's talking about, but yeah. Hessers manages to keep the ball, gonna keep possession, and we're gonna have a player from Group B qualified to a round of 16 brackets. That's gonna be Hessers, the Italian player, the Serie A champion, and we're gonna have another match, Jubal against Nicolas. Rematch. Let's see what happens. You can see Hessers is going to be able to keep possession. It doesn't matter if he concedes a goal because now Hessers is through to the round of 16 and Jubal has another chance in that rematch against Nicolas. We'll jump back to the PH game.
A massive win for Hessers. Knows how much it means to him. One of the favourites, though, in that group, I would have said him and Nicolas on paper would have been the favourites to go through, and one of them has solidified their spot already. There's still 3 other games going on. Vergang and Nacho Bear, where we left it. Vergang still leading 5-2. But a closer game, we just missed a goal as well. Virgil at 5-4, 84 minutes in. Veghorst, I wonder how that's gone in. I'm going to guess it's a header. It's Alphonso Davies here, playing towards a fake shot. A whipped in. It's going to be knocked down, actually. It's not going to be a header. It's going to be a shot towards the near post, and it's an important goal for him in that game.
And that's an interesting goal because it was, I think, the long ball pass play style from Davies. That was the reason why the cross was too good. Then the knockdown, usually it's from Weghorst to R9. This was the other way around.
I don't know if you want to play the ball to R9. Because normally Veghorst is there in that position.
Yeah, this is another goal as well. Late on in this, in extra time, in this game. K1 John, 4-3 up against Sharif. Still got a long time left in that game. Of course, extra time, Moaba, in 9-minute halves can drag on. It feels like an eternity when you're trying to defend the lead.
Yeah, long time to go. We play 9-minute halves, so yeah, they have a lot to play. Like in the old days, it was like when you score in the extra time, it was over.
As you can
this
see,
game is also over.
Anders is gonna probably attack and try to score another
Yeah,
goal.
he only, like when he's up 20-0, you want to score, still want to score the 21. But like he have, you know, he talk a lot before a game, also trash talk, but he perform and then he can do it.
Yeah.
He say he would win against Nacho with 50% of his skill.
And as you can see, Anders is celebrating with a 5-2 win. We have the second player, first player from Group A, qualified to a round of 16. He'll be awaiting for an opponent. As you can see, Anders heads over, shake hands with Juanqui, with Nacho. And Anders is qualified. Second player, same assessors. And now we gotta wait between the matches in Group C and D to see the other two players qualified.
Yeah, Hezes and it's two of the favourites in their groups. As you said, there's still entertaining games going on. This is a goal back in this game for Sharif. Step over, sensational shot at the near post, and it's 4-4.
As we can see, if we jump into the other game, PH against Virgil, at the moment 5-4. So everything to play in those last 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, the avenues,
see if
it
we
looks
can-
good.
We can see what's happening in that game between PH and Virgil because he scored a goal.
Wow.
Oh, Vejos. What you can do about this corner? I think maybe you can move your goalkeeper back. Maybe you can save it easier.
It's hard. It's
because
hard.
every header is on the long post. But yeah, it's crazy how many corners we see.
And it seems like that game is going to go to extra time. PH against Virgil.
Stones, left back. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, it's off the pitch.
that's the thing with attacking with the stones, I guess. He might be quick, but the dribbling is not there. And we could see penalties in this game. 15 minutes left. 4-4.
Will be the second penalty shootout in this tournament. We saw Nerfen won.
And we can see Sharif being the first players from Plains qualified to a round of 16.
And I think he's also the first American player ever who qualified for the World Cup. So his nation is proud of him.
Yeah, we could ask Rami Lueso with some help about that. He knows everything, that guy. So
1 minute to go. Last attack for Virgil.
He's in Love's last-minute winners, though. Seen him a lot this year, scoring late on in games, but Virgil's been sensational. 90th minute, it's going to be +3. There's still a lot of time now to try and generate an attack, a well-worked one at that as well. Ball over to Cafu.
Now it's time to win the ball. When Cafu has the ball, yeah. You can't go with Cafu there with 1v1, so
now PH is going to try to look for attack.
I think he will score now.
To the bottom left as well. There's
Could
a switch
happen,
on
Davis,
here.
yeah.
Yep.
Jose
Cross to
Lucero is there.
Vejos. You will see, cross to Vejos.
Mo is calling for it. The cross into Wehorst, but PH is patiently passing the ball to Havertz, and he's attacking now Ryan.
It's Vekhorst, there's time towards the byline. Good tackle, Kanate is a corner. Peterson scored recently from a corner in this game. He's going to whip it in as well.
Oh, another one.
Is the whistle going to blow? I think the whistle blow. Yeah, whistle's going to blow there. Full time in this game. Still another 30 minutes of it.
It's the second time in 2 games that PH is going to extra time. He's not feeling...
He's also clutch. Like
He is.
Every close game he wins.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you know what? That was like Nicholas years gone by.
Yeah.
More often than not, when it's those 50-50 games, they always win it.
It's a good attack by Virgil defense.
Wow.
Well,
This Van Dijk is amazing, man. Since the
Unbelievable.
first day, his gold item was unbelievable, but now he has 99. Like when he is in a radius from 5 meters, he will have the ball.
now the player locks are coming in. Probably players are really good at the moment. Probably switch up the play. No, I thought Havertz was all alone. He's rushing it a bit too early.
It's
in my
aggressive
opinion.
pressing as well.
See how John decides to attack in this one. He doesn't have much more time. That's a big mistake. Borges on the attack. Another player lock. Konate, the main man. We were asking something else. And he delivered. That was a nice tackle. And it seems like both players are suffering at the moment as we jump into the game between PH and Virgil. Oh, Virgil again. They're defending well.
Man, it's a pleasure to watch this game. It's one of the best games of the tournament yet. 5-5, extra time. We see a lot of goals, different goals also.
Yeah.
And this is a Hullet masterclass game. He scored, I think, 6 goals this matchup.
I'm confident about that. Yeah. Hullet and R9 with the finesses.
Yes.
Virgil is gonna patiently pass the ball back to Chouameni as a fullback, which is interesting. And this could be a good attack.
Great play. Good step as well from Konate.
They're both defending well those 1v1 situations. Their players switching into the center back. Sorry, they're being aggressive with the tackles.
Is that the way? That's because people cross a lot or play off corners, because these guys are so perfect in the defense. It's so hard to score goals with like short passes and like they read everything.
Chouameni wins. Sorry, that battle as we jump into the match between Sharif and John.
Like a carbon copy of the 90th minute, just keeping possession again. Sharif's just going to try and play for the last attack. It was losing possession here and conceding would be devastating for his hopes to qualify for the knockout stages tomorrow. Just keep possession. Switching the play here.
And we jump into this match because
Hold
R9 fought. And Warhorse scores a beautiful goal, left-footed, but we still have 20 more minutes to be played. See what it means for Virgil. Let's see if we can jump back to that game between Sharif.
He doesn't seem very happy that he's just taken up. He conceded after that.
Yeah, I think he's disappointed about his defense. I would say like, man, I just need to defend now.
Yeah. We've got Neymar in possession here. That's what he's played for here. The back post, Vercourse is looking for it. He's going to be able to find space there. Ronaldinho stepping into the box there. Sharif goes wide. It was a save. It was a save. Wow, fantastic save.
One more chance. Neymar with the pass to R9. Goes for the green.
Penalties.
We go to penalties. We start with Sharif. Ronaldinho R10 looking for the penalty, which goes to the bottom right, 1-0. As you can see now, K1 John. R9 is gonna go which way he goes.
Wow.
He misses.
You know what? It was a lot of power there. It was a lot of power.
So
Neymar now. He can go 2-0 up. Wow, that's a nice shot.
Perfect pen. Top corner.
Now he's under pressure. When he don't make this penalty, it will be hard for him.
Had to score. Had to score. Sharif now to make it 3 from 3 penalties. Hoslu steps up. Top corner again. It's a great finish. K1 John to respond. Vercourse is a little bit less power than the R9 one, and it's gone into the bottom corner.
Now if Sharif scores, he'll be 2 up with R9. Missed it before, but this time it's a goal. And now, if K1 John misses, he'll be out of the competition. R10 decides to go. Wow, bottom right.
It's a big penalty, and Sharif, score this and you're through to the knockout stages of the FC Pro World Championship. He steps up, saved. That's a massive save there to keep K1 John alive. If he scores this, he stays in. It's saved!
Saved. Wow.
Wow, man. This guy is proud.
Wow, what a save. And Sharif.
Look at this guy, man. That's amazing. First American player ever to compete in the World Cup, and then he beat really good guys to be in the knockout rounds, and you see the emotions.
He's shaking. He came through play-ins to get into this group. He drew this group out, which consisted of Montaxa, K1 John. It's a tough group as well.
And he made it. You can see what it means to him. Qualified to round of 16. And as we can see, this was the save.
We had to respond.
Put him in a tough position, but then Davis went top left. And he was saved.
Yeah, he came back from 2-1 down. A big win for him. And whatever happens in the knockout set, it's a big achievement for him.
Yep, should be proud. Fantastic performance in that game. Of course, there's still another one going on. We left it at 6-5, Virgil in favour or in the lead against Pietzin, and there was another goal. Arnhem Ronaldo, reverse pass, and Mbappe step overs, green across goal just before half-time and extra time. And Zin faces a mountain to climb in the second half of extra time to keep himself, or to try and get himself, sorry, into the knockout stages as quick as possible. Even if he loses, he's still got another chance, but he'd want to get it done now.
He has now to defend, really, this instance, because if he concedes, he's going to be out of the competition. Out of the competition, sorry, no. Out of the winner bracket, sorry. And now, he's going to patiently try to attack. He's going to try to look those strikers. This is a good attack from Havertz. Decides to cross into R10. First touch.
Wow.
Goal! Goal! Golazo from Weghorst, who makes it 6-7. And now 10 minutes left. 1 goal.
Maybe we see another comeback, man.
Yeah, never
these
count him
games
out.
are crazy.
He's done the same against Isopal. We see the highlight of it. Dictin, Ronaldinho wins the knockdown unchallenged, and Weghorst into the
so
bottom
many
corner.
players in the box, so
Yeah.
You just need to pass like around and.
In these moments, Mo and Gravison, obviously both competing. You've got 10 minutes left. You go constant press,
Of course, 10 minutes
team
to go.
press. What would you change, the depth or anything? And of course, this is as it stands. In gold, you see the players that have qualified. Group A, Anders Vergan. Group B, Hezers. Group D, Sharif. And of course, Group C, as it stands, Virgil will be that name to shine gold from Group C.
He loses possession now, and PH is going to have one chance to attack.
Yeah, normally you play like 4-4 with 100 devs, constant pressure. You don't have time to lose. 8 minutes to go now, and you will see a lot of space for Virgil.
This could be it. Let's look at the cross to CR7. Could be coming in.
Oh, he's going to win it!
He plays amazing.
What a header by CR7. And this game is done and dusted. Virgil scores another brilliant header with CR7, which should put him through to the round of 16. What a brilliant goal, what a brilliant counter-attack.
When you score 8 goals against PH, then you deserve to be like in the top 16 of the world. Oh, it's a nice attack, because like he did play a lot with Cristiano, so he knows the movement of him. He decides where he goes.
That's perfect. Perfect
Perfect
I see.
counter-attack, yeah.
And not only that, Ryan, he went for the fake player lock, then into the player lock into a CR7. And that's PH dropping into loser's bracket. He doesn't score a quick goal.
On paper, could be a massive upset. One of the tournament favourites, PH Zin. Still time in this game. Can he try and get one straight away? Weghorst, keep a movement. And the defensive players blocking the shot. Virgil is just about trying to keep possession and does well there. He's very fortunate.
Good defense.
Nice defense.
Yeah, there's no time.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's enough time to get the ball back, score, and then get the ball back again and score again. I just think Virgil's going to be smart, and resort to game management.
Who will be the opponent from PHC? I think he have a good chance. However,
Jafonso? I believe it's Jafonso from that group. I'll double check.
yeah, I think he will be by far the favorite. Because also this game he played great. Like he scored 6 goals. Only his defense was a little bit shaky.
Yeah, he has.
But yeah, I think he's a confident guy. He believes in himself. And his skills.
We've seen PH Zin concede 13 goals.
That's a
in
lot.
2 games. That's a lot of goals for PH Zin to concede.
Not only that, 2 games gone to extra time, which he's usually clutch. But in this game, he did play a good match, but it wasn't up to the standards of Virgil.
We hope he's not too tired now after these 2 extra time games.
Would you be tired of Mo?
Well, this game, I'm old, man. These 2 games are crazy.
As we can see now, Virgil is going to be able to keep the ball, throws it out, and Virgil from Group C, the E-Serie A player, is going to be qualified into round of 16. You can see he's chill because he celebrated with that 8th goal. And mamma mia, the Italia has 2 players qualified to round of 16 with Hezers and Virgil. The Italians must be happy with the performance.
Yeah, huge representation for the Italians in the FC Pro World Championship. To get into knockouts isn't easy, but to do it by overcoming the FC Pro Open champion in Pietrzin and scoring a lot of goals against him as well isn't easy to do. And he can relax today, he can watch the rest of the action unfold. But Pietrzin, he's got a game later on against Jafonso, who would have, of course, been waiting and watching that game in the wings. Do you think, Mo, Jafonso will be confident seeing a Pietrzin maybe slightly wounded, or will Pietrzin be hungry to redeem himself?
Yeah, I think both know the roles of the game. Pietrzin will be the favorite. He's like, for everyone, one of the most respected players this year. He's a Pro Open, FC Pro Open champion. So yeah, it will be not easy for Jafonso, but he won also the EMLS, so he can beat everyone.
And I got a question for you, Mo, as well. What do you think about now going to a hotel chilling? Because tomorrow you have a big game and a big day, round of 16. What would you do if you're a player in this situation?
Yeah, it's not easy always to stay focused all the time, and like every player has their own rhythm when he sleep, what he do. And I know players they chill like until 2 or 3, like not in a nightclub but in a bar and chill. They don't get much sleep and like this. Like, yeah, I think everyone is different.
So let's see if we hear from Virgil, because we have Casey joining up by Virgil. Let's see how the Italian feels.
Yes, I'm here with one of the qualified players, Virgil, who just took out Pietrzin, a massive, massive victory. It wasn't easy, was it?
Complimenti, sei arrivato quinto. Oggi non era facile.
Sì, diciamo che Pietrzin è tostissimo, sembrava non finire mai la partita, ero sempre davanti, è riuscito sempre a recuperarmi e è stato un sollievo.
My opponent was very tough. It was always in front ahead, but in the end I made it.
What is it about Pietrzin that makes it so hard to hold a lead? Because it was so end-to-end the entire game.
Erano le sue tattiche per me, per farti la partita difficile. Per fare la partita così difficile.
Le sue tattiche?
Sì, sì.
Diciamo che lui non molla mai di testa e poi è fortissimo, cioè clamoroso, ha vinto l'Open, non devo dirlo io.
He never give up. Never give up.
No, we love to see that. Well, you are officially qualified for tomorrow. What are your expectations and mindset going into that?
Sono contentissimo, non vedo l'ora, però domani inizia un altro torneo, non voglio accontentarmi.
I can't wait. I don't want to jinx it. See you tomorrow.
All right, well, I will let you get some rest. The stress is done for today, but you will be back at it tomorrow. For everyone at home, we have more FC competition right around the corner. We're going to send it to a break. We'll see you in a few.
Hello and welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships here in this amazing studio in Berlin. I am joined by Casey and Ebru. 3 rounds to go and some massive, massive matchups, Casey.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. We've said goodbye to a lot of competitors. There's a few that are already qualified, but we'll qualify a few more people this round.
We won't be saying goodbye to anyone this round, though, but one of these players are 1 match away from qualifying for tomorrow. Ebru, let's talk about your teammate, Levi Finn, who sat just on our left-hand side. He's going up against Manu Bashore. I mean, as matchups goes, that is a clash of titans.
Yeah, of course, I think, Levi Finn is one of the best players here. He's very underrated. Everyone is talking about like Johnny or Emre Yilmaz or Anders, but I think Levi Finn is very underrated. He had a great season also. He became second in E-Champions League. He became second in the German Championship. So definitely one of my favorites.
What about that for knowledge on your teammates from Ebru? That is amazing. And Manu Bashore, we don't need any words for Mr. Manu. What a FC player he is, what a guy he is, and he is 1 game away as well.
Of course, I mean, he's comfortable being here. He's a previous world champion. He's been in this seat before, but anything can happen because Levi Finn, he's coming into this sometimes underrated. So we'll see what he can do in this situation, but I don't know. I can't predict this one, of course, but it is going to be a good one. I can't say that.
You're not going to give us a prediction for
No,
this
I can't.
one,
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Ebru, are you going to give us a prediction for this matchup?
For which match?
For the matchup between Manu and Levi?
Oh, I think it's very close. I really can't say that, but I think because he's my teammate, I go for Levi Finn.
Yeah, well, of course, as expected. Speaking of close, the next match involving Johnny and Emre Yilmaz, we ran a poll. And it was 50-50, Casey.
50-50?
They couldn't call it.
Sounds like me. That sounds like my predictions. I love that.
You can't call it
I can't call that one either.
Another absolutely amazing match, though, Ebru.
Yeah, I also said before, like, this matchup could also be the final between 2 amazing players. So I also think it's very balanced.
The World Championships are so good, by the way, because every single matchup is genuinely feeling like a final. And with it being 9-minute halves, Case, how much stress do you think they'll be under to get to a quick start? Because the games, we're seeing a lot of goals in games. We've seen a few penalty shootouts. We might see that in the next one. And for these players to get out really, really quick and get a couple of goals and maybe ease the nerves a little bit, ease the tension. Yeah,
I think it's important to really get that motivation moving and shift momentum your way. But like you said, it is 9-minute halves, so anything could happen. You could be down by 3 goals. We've seen some epic comebacks. And so if you do see someone down by a few, do not count them out. They're definitely still in it. But it is important to get a good start.
No, it is important to get a good start. But of course, the players will not be going out if they lose this. They'll be going into another bracket. But of course, they want to get the win. And let's head there now, shall we? The games are about to start. We've got some incredible matchups.
Yeah!
Well then, 4 more incredible matches to come here from the FC Pro World Championship in Berlin. The craziest part is, we're not even in the knockout stages and we're getting some of these matches. Richard Buckley, Umit joining me on the commentary booth here. I mean, Rich, where do we start with these games? Because they really are, I mean, these are like knockout games. These are quarterfinals.
Just speaking then with Umit, it said 3 of these 4 could be a grand final.
Yeah.
I think we both really think that. I think the only game that potentially you could see being ever so slightly one-sided is Aminbaka versus Max, but Max just knocked off Tex, so he's taking down dragons, you could say, in this tournament. Levi versus Nathan SR is going to be unbelievable. Manu Bashore versus Levi Finn, you were just saying, he's brought, what, 15, 20 people, Levi Finn, with him? His friends are here?
Yeah, his friends are here.
And then that final game, Manu Bashore on the main stage. I mean, what is he going to be able to offer for us when you look at World Championship pedigree? I commentated his last game. It looked pretty simple for him. And then Johnny versus Emre Yilmaz. Who fancy an E-Champions League between you fellas?
I mean, that's the one thing they've certainly got in common, isn't it, between these 2 players? I mean, where do we want to start? We'll start here first and foremost. Emre Yilmaz against Johnny. 2 players that you're right to say, Richard, both won the Champions League. I mean, as a fellow German, I have to ask you, every single year, me and Richard Buckley will sit here and say, right, there'll be a new German player that comes out year after year. Johnny He did come out last year and did make the World Championships, but this year he has been a completely different player. He's been incredible.
Yeah, last year he was also really good, but if it's like your first year, you just have to get some experience. I think now he got this experience, and this year he's just incredible. He's so crazy good. He's just he's one of my favorites for this tournament. He's really crazy.
Well, there is a world as well, Richard, where he could actually do a treble this year. He won the Virtual Bundesliga, he won the Champions League, and if he was to go and do the full hog and win this World Championship, it would be a season like no other.
Yeah, that prize money that came up at the start, I think you're about 150k, that would be going through the roof. However, he's coming up against Emre Yilmaz, a player that there was so much speculation of when he sort of first burst onto the scene, and he's lived up to it every single step of the way, from local Dutch championships to the E-Champions League, his crowning moment just last year. And he's been synonymous with Team Hullet as well every step of the way.
The story of Emre Yilmaz is pretty unique as he has to try and defend this attack now from Johnny. Apparently, he was picked up by Team Hullet off the back of him just playing either his online seasons or it was career mode. One of the two. It was a really random story. He came through in his first year, he got on top 4 in a World Championship. And ever since then, he's not looked back. He got his ticket here, of course, through a really important result in the FC Pro Open, all the way back in February time now. Came runner-up in the Eredivisie this year. From the back of that, of course, he got himself into the E-Champions League. He didn't have an E-Champions League performance that maybe he would have wanted to have. But regardless of it, he's still in the World Championships. As we said, there are a few games underway here. And we have just had a kick-off between his teammate in the Eredivisie and, of course, in his esports organisation, Manu Bashore, the current world champion, who takes on your teammate, Levi Finn. What's Levi Finn got to do here, Umit, to try and take down the world champion?
I think he just tried to score. I think both are so good in the attack, and I think there will be many goals. And yeah, I think this match, the one who wins, whoever scores more goals, because like the defense will not be on point in this match, I think.
Yeah, hopefully there's just going to be loads of goals then, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I hope it, and I know it. Like there will be many goals.
We have to speak about it, Rich, just quickly. In terms of Manu Bashore, won the World Championship, came into the season with lots of pressure, lots of expectation, and by his own standards did not deliver. And then since then, he's been on a building block and he's got better and better.
Yeah, he certainly has. He has continued to improve. And you talk about Team Hullet as well. Obviously, he's representing PSV here, but that is his esports organisation. Wow. As that shot rifles in off Schmeichel. There is a pressure when you're playing alongside Levi and Emre as well to not get left behind. And I think it's very similar to yourself, Umut, with Anders and Levi Finn as well. You're all motivating each other. Is that something that does happen when you've got numerous players at a team all together? Do you all want to get better than each other?
Yeah, of course, it's just crazy competitive. You just want to be the best in your team. Yeah, of course, you always want to be also the best in the world. But if there's also like an intern duel, like if someone plays against a different guy from Rebels, you just want to win it because also like just for the standing. So I think everyone motivate the other one. So it's good to have so good teammates.
Shot comes in from distance! Manu Bashore! That is magnificent! You said there'd be goals.
What a goal.
That's a crazy goal.
It didn't even look on. He was so far out. You see the build-up here. First touch plus, he was able to settle the ball really quickly and then just fire away that finesse shot.
And it was not even green, but still
goes in.
Perfect shot.
I think Mo were talking about 99 shooting earlier with R9. That's it there.
That's 99 shooting.
And this is the opening goal between Levi David and Nathan Essar. Wow, Wegos with it 2 minutes in. Levi David opens up the scoring. We got a chance here. Emre Yilmaz is leading against Johnny. We saw the corner that did it. That's going to be a simple defensive clearance on this occasion for the current Champions League winner.
Well, we have got him here, as we said, 2022 world champion. He won on a very nervy penalty shootout back then, $250,000 on a penalty shootout. Get some questions into him at home. It could be anything about tactics, play styles, how to get better on FC24. Just looking back at your run you had in that World Championship, I mean, you topped the group there, and by the looks of it, you're pretty flawless. That 10 wins I'm seeing on the way through.
Yeah, it was a group stage, and I was playing really good. I think 30 points. I think just Manu got the same amount of points, 30 points. We got first, and yeah, this tournament I was really good.
And on that run, you did actually beat Emre Yilmaz, didn't you?
Yeah,
in the semi-final stages.
Yeah. To be honest, before the tournament, I didn't know Emre that well, because he was just like a new player. He reached top 4. Yeah, he also played really good in this match, but I managed to win.
Cafu finds Andrea Pirlo! It's no surprise that
I'm seeing a revolving pattern here.
the two teammates who play for the same team are scoring the same goals. What have they been working on the training ground? It is clear to see.
Such a ridiculous finish. Andrea Pirlo, edge of the box. They make it look very simple, and it's anything but, because you've got to find the space firstly to even get the finesse shot away. As they go into a pause here, Johnny, you would imagine he's going to be... You very much doubt he's going to change formation. This is Manu Bashore going 2-0 up, and that is live shots for you as well. Wout Weghorst with the goal.
Wow. Both scored one corner and one finesse.
I think right now, all three, Team Hully, obviously PSV, and then Ajax, how they qualified for this tournament, players are all winning. Manu Bashore 2-0, Emre Yilmaz 2-0, Levi David 1-0 up.
Yeah, we have 4 Dutch players.
Yeah. Max in that other game taking on Abu Maka from Saudi Arabia.
And he's scoring.
Yeah. All 4 Dutch players are all winning right now across your 4 games.
The question that came in the chat room, I don't know if you have an answer for this one. How do I stop Weghorst from corners?
Just, you have to pray.
Just pray.
Pray all day, every night, before you go sleeping, pray. And yeah, you can try to get someone with aerial, who's also tall, for example, Konate, if he's on the first corner, to bring him like in front of Weghorst, but still, you have to pray.
Saw that opening goal there as well from Max. So impressed, Richard, isn't it? From a player that very fortunately got his ticket through the Eredivisie off the back of the FC Pro Open. There was an extra spot available for an Ajax player to come through. But he's not looked out of place here at the World Championship, has he?
I mean, his 2 wins would be Abu Maka and Tex to qualify into the knockout bracket. It's not exactly an easy run, as we see the second goal for Levi David to put him 2-0 up. A little bit of goalkeeper movement from Nathan to open up that near post, and Levy said thank you very much.
Remember, all these games are qualification games. They will get you into the top 16 tomorrow. Remember that we are just playing group stages here in Berlin. 16 players will be eliminated. 16 will go through. Lots of people asking about Tex. Tex is still in the tournament. He did lose his opening game, but he won his second matchup, which keeps him on the lower side of his group. But he's still in there. Nicholas also is still in the tournament too, for those that are asking.
One thing that I find so fascinating about Emre Yilmaz and how he plays, he's almost quite happy to give the ball away if he means he's attacking, because he knows that he's going to get so many attacks. I would say statistically he probably takes the most shots out of any player.
Yeah.
He creates the most opportunities. And he knows that he's not going to win the game by keeping clean sheets. He knows he's going to win by scoring 5, 6, 7 goals. It was just that last attack then. He played an over-the-top through ball that never really looked on. But he knows he's going to get another attack in a minute's time.
Yeah. I think he's just so good in offense. Yeah, Levy. He's just so good, so good in offense. He's just getting the ball so fast. His pressing is unbelievable.
Oh,
wow.
So creative as well.
And he's also like, he can do everything. He's also shooting much from outside of the box, because he got many attacks, as you said. Like he's doing that perfect.
Goals are flying in now, as they are everywhere.
It's Dutch domination.
It really is. And why are you saying that as well, Rich? There's been another goal in the Max matchup against Abu Maka.
This is incredible.
It's crazy.
We said this could be 4 finals here.
Yeah.
He gave away a penalty to Abu Maka. This is a really strange start to the game for him after such a dominant first opening game. What a start for Max Kulama. I mean, incredible scenes right now, and you are, as you said, seeing 4 of the best Dutch players, Rich, just go at it and show what they're all made of.
Incredible, isn't it? We saw the East area on top in the last round with Virgil and also Hezers qualifying. We're about to see potentially.
It sounds ridiculous as well.
The Eredivisie on top, and the one player who didn't qualify in that last round was PHC, who suffered a defeat.
I'm sure you'd agree on this as well with it. Where's Schmeichel gone? Oh my, well played, Van Dijk off the line. Let me in. Oh, he's recycling it again and again. You have to agree with me. You would be crazy if you wouldn't have gone and played in the Eredivisie. When those players are in there, and the spots that are available for each Champions League and World Champions, there's no point going there because of how dominant they are.
Yeah, but still, like, for example, this year, they got 3 spots from FC Pro Open, so it was really easy to qualify for the World Cup for them. Because, like, for example, Manu didn't win the league, but he still got the World Cup spot because the other one was so doing so good in the FC Pro Open, so it can also be good.
You're just going to see Emmanuel Bishore going 3-1 up. I've had a little glimpse over my left-hand shoulder because all the monitors and the games are really close to us here. And Max, I'm just seeing, he's up against Abu Maka right now. He's 3-0 up. Is Max. Abu Maka looks so annoyed with his performance right now. As that was the goal for Manny Bashori to put him 3-1 up. This was that third goal. Another corner. Do you ever sometimes feel as though you play your first game, you're unbelievable, then you have a break? We were talking earlier about losing and then coming back and sort of being able to rebuild. Do you feel like sometimes when you win and then you have to wait, the momentum just goes away?
Yeah, I think like if you win a game, you just want to continue. You just want to play. You're in the flow. You just want to play. If you have to wait, sometimes like I think it's not nice to wait if you win. I think if you lose, it's nice to get a reset. I think it's nice to just don't think anymore about it. To just clear everything up and just to play. But if you're winning and just play really good, then I think it's better to just keep going and playing.
Right, well, we've got a few questions coming in. This was the one that I teased. I mean, we've literally just seen it in action there. Wakehorst is stopped. Wakehorst again. Obviously, we had a joke around saying, look, you've got to really just hope for the best in these moments, but you can try and put an aerial plus defender near Wakehorst, but there's no guarantee is that he's going to stop him.
Yeah, if someone is playing on the, like, for example, right striker, you just have to use someone as a left back with aerial. So try to have someone also like the whole defense with aerial plus, because it's just really important to don't concede.
Who would your back four be if you was playing? That question coming in from Perullo.
I would play like centre back. Wait.
Perullo at the near post, looking to beat 4-0.
So good, he's playing so good. I think in the centre back I would play Van Dijk and Konate. I think like you just need Van Dijk for the ground, and he's also winning headers because you got aerial and wide. And I think like it's more important to get aerial on the wing backs because everyone is playing Bekos and Haaland on the wings. So I would decide one side where I attack. I think I'm gonna use their Hullet. And on the other side, I will get someone with aerial, for example, McTominay, who's tall, and try to defense just over this side.
Abu Maka has got a goal back. He was looking very frustrated. That's on the stroke of half-time. He'll be happy to go into the half-time break with that. Could be a chance for Johnny to break away. Has he got the legs? He very nearly did.
Not been hanging about in this game, have they? The half-time was probably super quick. I mean, we're already in the 57th minute in this one. What is the most dangerous playstyle plus combo coming from Lightning McQueen?
I think in the combo, I really like ping pass and long ball. I think if you have that as a center mid, like when I am playing, 2 center mids at least need that. You just need 2 with ping pass and long ball. So you're like, you can do everything in the midfield. You can play long balls and you can play R1X pass like really short, and yeah.
Well, Johnny will certainly take that one against Emre Yilmaz because he's not had the rub of the green so far. Speaking of that type of combo, Schweinsteiger,
yeah, he got that.
He offers that, and that was what was a big part of Johnny's success in the virtual Bundesliga.
Exactly. I think he also like, I don't know who's he using, like Cruz. He has ping pass only in wide, and I know he's using also Rabiot. Rabiot also got both.
Weghorst again at the
really
back
important.
post. Putting Manu 4-1 up here against Levy Finn. Obviously, not scenes that you would want to see here, Umut, for Levy Finn.
It doesn't need to be explained. If you're someone who follows Team Hullet, and their pro players on various social media channels, you know that they know every single detail, from custom tactics to certain animations in the game, and they provide so many tutorials on it, and you can see exactly why their pros are cooking like they are so far.
Wow.
This is
a really good goal.
A lowdown of everyone that has currently gone through.
And that as it stands as well. So if the results stuck where they were, Manu, Levy, Max and Emre would be qualifying. You like what you're seeing there from Levy Finn though?
Yeah, it was really good. Just good pressure. And Manu lost the ball. He did a mistake. And Levy just, played it really, really well.
Well, we were rudely interrupted by a piece of brilliance there from Levy Finn. But as Rich was saying, as it stands of the first 8 players that are through, this is the current scorelines. I mean, unbelievable from Charifin there. First Moroccan in a World Championship. He's in the top 16 tomorrow, and then just Dutch dominance, Rich. It generally could be.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, Anders, I think expected. I think if you knew what you were watching, I think Hezers was probably a prediction that you would have backed to go through. Virgil, maybe not so much. Sharif came through the play-in, so he was very unexpected. And then Levy, Manu and Emre would have been on the tip of the tongue. I think most people in here, however, no disrespect to Max, would have picked Abu Maka in that current matchup. There's still time to play, and there's still chance for that game to twist and turn. However,
just shows how much time he's been putting in as well.
Yeah. And again, the people you surround yourself with. Going into boot camp for this, I'm sure Max had the best possible people around him.
He's had PH in, isn't he, in Europe for the last however many months. The practice has been. Get your questions in, as we said, for he is with us for the next few days here in Berlin, a world champion by his own right back in 2022. Beating Nicholas on a penalty shootout. I mean, do you even watch that back? That
Sometimes
must have been so nerve-wracking.
To be honest, sometimes when I'm sad or something, I just watch it, and I'm just thankful for that moment. But yeah, of course, it's like really emotional. It was a 0-0. We both didn't score, but in the end,
it wasn't the most exciting grand final.
Was so close still, and it was
Corner, Weghorst, 5-2.
Oh.
The current world champion is looking to ensure he will be in the top 16.
Was it the second corner or the third? I don't know.
At this point, I've lost count. Back over here, replay, update of what's gone on here. If there was any chance of a comeback for Johnny, it's been wiped away as it looks to be by Emre Yilmaz.
And it means Johnny will be going down into a must-win game. Clearly frustrated there with this performance. Is it just he's not being switched on and he's playing against a player in Emre who will punish you at every single opportunity? Just before you answer that, Max has gone 4-1 up.
Wow.
Talk to me about that Emre and Johnny game. How's it ended up the way that it has?
It's a crazy matchup, and to be honest, Johnny is someone who never concede goals, but Emre is so good in attack. So I didn't know how to expect this game. It was a really, really tough match for me. But Emre, he scored 4 goals, and the game is not over yet. But also Johnny can come back. Still enough time. It's 9 minutes per half. Still got 15 minutes, but yeah, against Emre, it's really, really tough to come back this game.
And I hate to bring up Umit, but I remember me and Richard Buckley commentated the Virtual Bundesliga, not this year, last year. This chance come in from Emre Yilmaz, just goes wide. It was Johnny that knocked you out.
Yeah.
And at that moment in time, that was really his fourth coming in that year and came through. At that point, did you really know what a player he could become?
Yeah, in this match, I was leading 4-0. And I also had a penalty to score the fifth one. And in that moment, I also didn't know them. I didn't know him, so I just tried to score, and I just played really, really offense, and he played 5 at the back, really defense, and I just said, okay, I just want to score 7-8 goals. But in the end, if I look back, like, I had to play like a little more calm after the 4-0.
The corners from Team Hullet right now are ridiculous. Like, the conversion rate must be at least 60-70%.
Well, that's just go into the office and go, right, corners today.
Corners today. Monday, corners. Tuesday, corners.
Just been so good from them in the final third. Back over to this one now, 5-2. Scores on the doors. I think there's been another goal in that Max Abu Maka game as well. Or maybe 2 goals, in fact. Give you the lowdown on it as soon as we can. The scores at the doors, 5-1 Emre Yilmaz leading in his game against Johnny. 5-2 here, Manny Bashir is in front, and Levi David, 4-1 he leads. And after this game is concluded, we will go down once again to some more qualification games. This was the update. Max is 4-1 up, but he has just conceded this goal here. You're saying, a bit?
Yeah, really unlucky goal. He defended perfect, but Abu Maka was just lucky. He just got the rebound straight to his R9. Don't have to do anything, just shooting. Really unlucky for Max.
Being such a dominant performance here. There's still time left, however, it just doesn't look likely at all. And Emre Yilmaz, you'd imagine from this build-up he's going to add a 6th, which he is dismantling.
Is that a smile from Emre?
Your Champions League victor right now in Johnny.
Back over here then for a split second. We're all into the final closing stages of all the games.
I'm starting to think ahead. I'm starting to look at what we got coming up, because there is going to be some absolutely incredible qualifying matches.
Exactly.
I mean, where do you want to start, Rich? We've got another South American matchup potentially between Bernardo and Nathan.
A rematch from earlier on today, yep.
Tex potentially against
Abu Maka to qualify.
We continue to run into Group G, where Navin off that penalty shootout will be playing against Levi Finn by the looks of it. And then last but not least, in the group of death, Rich, who are you joined by if you lose this game? You play against Fuma.
It's just not a nice game, is it?
It's a rematch again for Johnny Fuma.
Yeah, and Johnny came out 3-2 victorious in that game. It was tight, it was cagey. Fuma scored a late consolation to make it 3-2, but I mean, it has been a really just a day that's been up in the air for the most part. There's been very few players who have really taken control of their destiny.
Plan, has it?
Anders took control of his destiny, went through. You're looking at Emre Yilmaz right now, alongside Manu Bashore, just taking control of the games, bossing the groups, and moving through to the next round. But for the most part, there's a lot of these games which we didn't really predict.
At least half the groups, if you had a favourite in each group,
It wouldn't have been there.
happen. Such as Group B, for example, Nicholas not topping his group. PH in, not winning his group straight away and getting the job done early.
We're going to see the full time here. We're just waiting for it. Emre Yilmaz 6-1. Yes, you heard me right. 6-1 victory against Johnny.
Update over here, and the Team Ullet lads are running away with it. 6-1. Another update here. I've got to say, he's the story of this tournament so far. It's got to be.
Them 2 wins.
Max Kullermeyer
and Abu Maka.
Absolutely superb, and another example of what Ajax is all about, just fostering that future talent coming through. Congratulations to them. They've got a player into the knockout stages. And his only real gameplay he's played this year was just a couple of games in the Eredivisie, where he stepped in on the odd week to support Levi David and PH in. Fair play to him. It's just showed how much hard work he's been putting in the last few months.
You surprised by any of these games, Umut? You surprised by how big the wins have been?
Yes. Like, I thought the game's gonna be like more close. Emre against Johnny for
6-1.
I thought maybe 4-3, 3-2 for someone, and I also didn't know for who. So it was really hard. Abu Maka, I thought To be honest, I thought Abu Maka gonna win. Levi did weird against Nathan, and I also thought it's gonna be closer. And Levi against Manu, yeah, exactly the same.
How's he matched that up? I think it was 10 plus years ago, the last Dutch world champion, Andreas Smit, I think it was a long time ago. And right now they are, there's going to be loads of them in the top 16.
If you want to go by the stat book, you're probably looking at a Dutch winner at the moment.
Has he done yet, Manu?
Because there's 4 of them going in.
Does he want one more? Rivaldo drops the shoulder. Full-time result there, let's leave it. Congratulations, Manu, he's into tomorrow's top 16. Levi Finn will be still fighting for the knockout stages. Full-time here, full-time there. Let's jump over, I think, to the next full-time, which is probably going to be the Abu Maka game against Max. It's in the 85th minute, that one. 6-2. It looks to be 7-2. I mean, the question you've got to ask here, and if anything, this is where Tech should be thinking, oh, you know what, I've actually maybe got him at a good point here, because Abu Maka's really off at this game.
I mean, what's gone wrong here for Abu Maka?
Yeah, I didn't see the game at all. Like, I didn't see anything, but I think like Tex now is in a better position. He won his game, he got confidence. Abu Maka lost the decider and not even close. So he got the pressure now against Tex, but Tex also get the same pressure. One game for qualification to the knockouts, and after that everything is possible. So I am really excited for this match because really don't know how it ends.
Does he fancy an 8th? Oh,
Wow.
he does.
Wow.
Max Kullermeyer. Give us a cheeky smile and a little celebration as well. Get to know the name. The new kid on the block. Into a top 16 in his first ever World Championship.
And I think this is really impressive as well because, look, with how he qualified as well, the spot was already taken from Ajax's players because of the FC Pro Open spots going to PSG, going to Levi.
Wasn't it?
And there was a little bit of discourse on people saying, should he have got the spot, should he not have got the spot? It's a hand-me-down, it's a gimme. What he's showing right now on that stage is he well and truly deserves to be here.
For those that might be tuning in still asking about that showdown SBC, you can probably guess who came out on top and won it. It was
enjoying 95 Jordan Henderson.
For those that did it, there's a 95 Henderson available. These are our last 2 games, which you're waiting to conclude here. And then we'll have 8 players from the 16 into tomorrow's knockouts.
Even that Levi David and Nathan SR game, such an impressive performance.
Nathan again against Matthias Frey.
For the squad.
If I said to you, if you had to say who you're most impressed with, Levi, Manu, Emre, can you even choose one?
I would say
I think Emre.
I think Emre.
The Johnny win.
Because Johnny's never conceding goals and he's got 6. So I think this game was...
Out of all the 4 games, if you're including Max.
Yeah.
No one beats Abu Maka like this. The last time I saw
2.
Abu Maka lose like this would have been against Manu Bashore last year in Riyadh, where he beat him 10-2.
What a performance. I mean, that's the story there. I mean, look, as you can see, all the names in gold and full-time results. We'll update the Max Kullermeyer one as well. 7 of the 8 already into tomorrow's knockouts. I mean, Tarif is a great story there, Richard, but Max as well. Look, those no doubt are the 2 surprises here. We said there'd be surprises. No one is a cert.
And we've got 8 more players to find.
Levi David, our last one through on the first part of the 8. Congratulations to him. He is into the knockout stages. But as we said, it was Dutch delight in that last round. And someone who's in the knockout stages is with Casey right now. Emre Yilmaz, he's into the top 16 tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Brandon. And massive congratulations to Emre Yilmaz. You are through to tomorrow. How are you feeling after that convincing victory over Johnny?
Yeah, I feel amazing. This is maybe the best game I played this year. So it gives me a lot of confidence for the knockouts. And I'm happy to see my teammates also reach knockouts. Everyone #1 seed, so I'm very happy.
That is fantastic. And you just mentioned Team Holik going 3 for 3 in this round. Levi, Manu, and yourself. How do you expect the rest of the group to do tomorrow as well?
Yeah, knockouts always difficult. Yeah, it's just one day, so I don't know. It's very hard. It depends maybe on your opponent, but I think one of us three can come far.
All right, Emre, well, you absolutely smashed it today. You are through to tomorrow. I will let you get some rest now because you have a long day of competition again tomorrow. Guys, there is more competition right around the corner. Do not go anywhere. We have a short break. We'll see you soon.
PlayStation
Hello and welcome back to Berlin, welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships. We've just seen a really good round of matches. We've seen players make it through, Casey. What was your highlight of the last round?
I mean, I think it's the Team Hullet domination. They went 3 for 3 last round. Manu, Levy, Emre, they are so convincingly good and so impressive to watch.
So convincingly good, so impressive to watch, and they support each other so much.
That
a bit like Ebru with all of her RB Leipzig teammates. That last round was really good. It was really high quality. Did you see any shocks in that round?
Yeah, of course. I mean, one of my favorites is actually Johnny, but yeah, he played against Emre, and Johnny normally concedes goals, so and he concedes 6. So that, I think that shows the dominance of Emre Yilmaz and the Team Hullet players.
Yeah, Team Hullet was absolutely on fire. And let's look forward then, shall we, to what we've got coming up, which is Group A. We'll have a look at first, we'll have a look at the bracket. The route to the final, we've already mentioned Anders Vergang. Not really much surprise, Hebrew. that he has booked his place already into the next round. He's been absolutely fantastic. But the match we've got coming up, Nacho against Jubaros, one of them is going home. Ibra, what do you reckon?
I really can't say anything about it. I mean, it's, I guess, a very balanced game. I think what I saw in Nacho's gameplay, that he's very good. So I think maybe it's his turn to come through.
And of course, Jubaros is absolutely fantastic as well. Casey, is there even any point in me asking who you think is going to win this, or shall we just move on to...
We might as well just move on.
Right, let's go to Group B and have a look then at the standings there. A bit of an interesting one. Yuval Nicholas, what a massive game. But props to the man who has already qualified. And what scenes we saw from him, Case.
Absolutely. Hazards has been very, very good today. But I'm excited for this lower bracket here because Yuval is coming out of the play-ins. Nicholas having quite a rough time here in this lower bracket, but we'll see. We already saw Sharif go through from the play-ins. Can Yuval follow in his steps?
I actually saw Heza as soon as he'd finished the match, and the first thing he was worried about was that he'd lost his pass to get around the arena. Listen, mate, wherever your pass is right now, it doesn't matter. You're coming back tomorrow. We look forward to it. Here is Group C, and wow, what a game. We are going to lose one of these players between B8 Zin and Jafonso, which, thinking about it, Casey, you probably wouldn't have expected it to happen, but this is the World Championships, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, looking backwards, Virgil versus PH that was such an entertaining game, very end-to-end. PH thought he had it there, but Virgil just came out on top in extra time, and so that puts him down into that lower bracket. But PH and Jafonso are friends at this point, so it's going to be a bittersweet win either way.
Yeah, of course, but a reminder that the stakes are so high here as we take a look at Group D as well. One thing I will say is when you come off a loss, the best way to respond is with a win to book your place into the next round. And we look at K1 John versus Mark 11 from Footwiz, Casey.
Yeah, this one's tough. I was watching the K1 John match right up next to their setups. They went into penalties, and so that's a difficult situation to come out of, so I'm curious where he is mentally. While on the other hand, Mark 11's been sitting up in the stands for quite a while. He's been ready to go, waiting to be in the scenes, and now is the time because he has K1 John.
Mark 11's been sitting in the stands, and so has Mr. Denman, who helps him so much. What about Sharif from this group, Ebru? The absolute scenes we saw when he qualified is exactly what this competition's about.
Yeah, I think it's a big surprise that he qualified first, like before big names like Nicholas or PX. That's crazy, but that's the game, that's the AFC, and that's also, yeah, the cool thing about it, right?
What have you, we've seen a lot of things today, especially like corner goals and stuff like that. Ibra, I know you can play FC24 very well. Do you focus on your corners as well?
I think you have to, because that's the matter, you know. You can concede many goals with corners, and we also saw many goals with corners today. And I think like when you, it's also smart when you use them just as your tactic. When you know, okay, maybe it's hard to play against my opponent. I can't concede goals by playing. Then you must go with corners, you know.
I'm looking at Ebru, and I'm on my talent radar. I'm thinking Ebru's a future coach in FC because that's incredible insight. Listen, it's time for the next round of fixtures. The stakes are so high here. We could see some huge names being knocked out, but also a chance to make it to tomorrow. Let's get into it.
It is win or go home for Groups A, B, C and D. Richard Buckley, Mo Alba and Gravison to guide you through in where some of the heavy hitters for the FC Pro World Championship could be going out. PhD, Nicholas, Mark 11, all with their tournament on the line. Grav, how do you see the next 35 minutes unfolding?
I got no clue, if I'm honest. We have 2 rematches. I do think Nicholas could make it happen, but Juval has been playing amazingly so far. And I don't know, PH going to extra time a couple of times. It's been tough for him at the moment, but I guess we'll jump into the game. Nick against Juval.
Yeah, let's head on into it. It is a rematch, as you said. They matched up in the first game in Group B earlier on today. It was a Juval 4-2 victory against Nicholas. Nicholas since then beat Eze Correa 5-2, and Yuval suffered a defeat to the hands of Hezes, 5-3. Would you rather be coming off a win or coming off a loss?
Of course.
In this scenario, because when you know you've already beat him as well.
Yeah, of course you have a big advantage when you win the last game. It's like mentally better, but in this case Yuval won against Nicholas the first game today, so yeah, it's like it's taking the advantage away because you're not confident against a player who just beat you and was better than you. I was really impressed about Yuval's game style against Nicholas, and now
What a pass that is. Hosselu, powered shot from Nico. It's Nico from right to left in that white strip, representing Sevilla from his FC Pro La Liga Championship, which booked him the ticket into this tournament. And Yuval from left to right in the all-blue. Corner whipped into the box. Konate does well to get above Wakehorst. However, the danger's not cleared yet, as Hullet will pick it up on the edge. Recycling, quick pass into Steven Gerrard. Power shot!
The second one.
Forces a save.
Yeah, it's a good idea from him, because from that position it's not easy to score. And yeah,
Nice and composed there, Grav, as well, to play a lot back to the goalie.
Yeah.
actually do a good job for Nicholas now.
Yeah, Gerard has 99 in the shot-in stat, sorry. So you can see a lot of finesses coming in from him. You can see a lot of power shots coming in from him, even if he doesn't have the playstyle plus, because the 99 stats for shooting are there. And apart from that, Joselu as a striker, which is kind of interesting.
It's been a fullback for the rest of the tournament, but Nico using him in the position where he was released and intended to be played.
Which is weird, because you expect maybe Haaland, Weghorst.
Don't ask about Nicholas' team. The whole 11 is weird.
Could be in here for Yuval.
Whoa.
Gerrard steps across and does well.
I mean, I think no one have the squad from Nicholas.
Yeah.
Like from the defense to midfield to attack. I think no one plays Rivaldo at the first 11.
I've seen him a couple of times, but it's not the... I'd say I've seen more Mbappe than Rivaldo.
Yeah, also Ronaldinho.
Let us know in the chat as well. There's a lot of big men in Ultimate Team right now. Who is your go-to? Hosselu, Haaland, or Weghorst? Who do you prefer out of the three options there? If you've got any others as well, let us know in the chat. We'll pull you up and we'll tell you if it's good or not.
Yeah, I think Weghorst is in hype now. Like when you see the Twitch headlines from every streamer, it's like Weekend League with Weghorst.
He's a hype player.
It's interesting because it's Davis v Davis on one with Nico using Davis as a left back and then Yuval using Davis as a right back, but then Joselu against Joselu over there as well. So
yeah,
I think you have to have two different formations with the bigger guy, taller guy in the right spot, even a right back or left back.
Yeah, to change.
Yeah, to change it. Because we see a lot of Havertz against Haaland, for example.
Yeah.
But on the other side is a centre back against Mbappe. It makes no sense for the defender.
I know what you mean.
We do have a couple other matches that have kicked off and are underway. We can bring you to them when things happen. Currently 0-0 across the board in all three of our games that are underway right now. PH will be kicking off very, very shortly indeed in his qualifying match, taking on the MLS champion of Jafonzo.
That's a big scream coming in.
That was a big scream, and it was a game where both players do get loud. Guy Barrios and Nacho Abella.
It's a rematch.
And when you hear a scream, it normally has to be Guy Barrios. I didn't see it yet, but...
Chance here for Nico, just building up on the edge of the box. Rivaldo now takes over. A little bit of technical dribbling to create some space.
We need to have a prize every tournament. Because I think every tournament you have one guy who screams the most.
Oh, for who screams the loudest?
Yeah.
I like that.
Jude Bellingham there now the byline, looking for that player look past Schmeichel, but he through a combination of himself and a defender, just does well. You asked where the scream came from. It was 3 minutes in, and it was Guy Barrios opening up the scoreline, floating to the back post.
See that?
Haaland with it, and Zidane puts it away. Let's see this opportunity here from Yuval. Ronaldinho.
Wow!
Still Ronaldinho. It's a little bit fortunate.
I would be angry, but Nicolas is Iceman, so he don't make a face.
Both FC Pro La Liga participants, Graf, currently trailing.
Yeah, at this moment, both of them are losing. I think we did saw another goal in that Gibarros versus Necho game, so we'll jump into that when we have a second. This is the second, Haaland. That's a beautiful player lock into R9. R9 goes for a
Nice shot.
nice step over, nice shot.
You have to shoot more with these players, man. Everyone have 90.
They're all crazy statted. Like,
yeah.
That other matchup that is taking place right now that we've not spoken too much about. K1 John taking on Mark 11. Underway in Group D.
And as it stands, Nicolas is out of the World Championships. Wow.
And so is last year's runner-up.
Wow, what a header.
Wow, Weghorst climbing high for K1 John.
Man, this guy is crazy.
I think Nico is really struggling with the way Yuval is attacking, with the fullbacks, trying to cut it back. I don't think Nico is finding an answer to win the ball.
Yeah, it started good. Like in the first 6-7 minutes, he had like 2 good chances, but since then, Yuval is dominating. Every chance is a big one.
Yuval again on 9! 2-0. History has repeated itself. He beat him earlier on today, 4-2, and he's looking to knock out the Iceman, not just down to a loser's bracket, but all the way home.
I want to know Mo's opinion, but I feel like when he gets inside the box and he passes it to Ronaldinho, that's when the danger comes in. So in this instance, he attacks David, ball gets to Ronaldinho. Now he finds the spaces every single time. He did tackle with Tchouaméni, but it wasn't good enough. 2-0.
Yeah, it's not Nicolas-like, the defense. Normally you have like great contact to the players. Every time he's there, he can tackle, but he have no chance to get to the tackle to win the ball. Like every attacker have like 3-4 meters space, and it's not good when Nicolas is not great defensively, because that was his strange 7 years now, and now he has to show his attacking skills.
Well, let's have a look at this. Nacho Bay got one back. However, Guy Barros, Haaland with the floated ball in.
Power shot.
Shot. And that got a reaction from him.
I mean, 11 minutes, 4 goals in that game.
Man, they have kickoff and they score.
And it's not just Nicolas who could be going home. We talked about Mark 11 being trailing against K1 John. Alongside him, another South American, PH Zin. 1-0 down against Jafonzo. Could be a chance here for Yuval. He's in on goal.
Whoa, that would have been huge.
Yeah, the goalkeeper was not moved great. He's really lucky that he's not down 3-0.
Saka passing it back to Hullet. He recycles, and Nico needs to do something. He's not playing the game at the moment.
Yeah, but on the other side, Yuval play amazing.
Yeah.
His attacking wise is great. It's hard to defend.
He's chasing shadows. Oof. It's a free kick.
This is dangerous.
This is a spot where every weekend league player say, I would score from there.
Well, with dead ball plus.
Would you, Mo?
Oh.
It's got to go in.
I would hit the post, I think.
Oh.
What is this?
We can't pass this.
We
can't pass this.
No.
That has to go in, especially with
the
playstyle plus, right?
No, man, that's lack of preparation. You have to score from 60 meters free kick.
Corner whipped in, but it's not really falling for him. He's going to try and exit another way here through Saka. Dinked into the back post, but Kanate with a good interception. Let's have a look at Mark 11. We told you he was trailing against K1 John. However, with a couple of step-overs from R9 and a shimmy and a shake, he finds himself back in the game.
I really love the directional step-overs. When you open up the angle, you go for a green time as he did. I love them.
Yes.
They're beautiful. at the moment, it seems like Jubal is really finding the way to score goals, as Nacho did with this beautiful header, 2-3. Feels like Jubal is really punishing Nico's depth with the tactics.
Yes.
Like, he knows when to cut back, he knows when to recycle, he knows when to switch out the play. And Nico is struggling.
But he's struggling offensively a lot. He don't come up till there's help from Yuval. Like,
yeah.
It feels like he have like 95% ball position.
Yeah, the
Nico
first
started the first 5 minutes quite well.
Yeah, first 10, 15 minutes were all right, but apart from that,
he struggled.
But it's still 2-0. Like, you score a goal, you're alive.
And we always say this, you can play well, but if you don't get anything for it, if you're not leading by 4 or 5-0, your opponent will always get a spell in the game where they play well.
You know the games that come into mind? Montaxa against PH?
Yep.
PH was playing really good, creating chances.
Only scored 1 goal.
1-0.
Well, we're approaching half-time here. Speaking of
Nice.
PH,
That's a nice ball.
Head on over there.
That was close. That was really close.
Why you take his head, man? Just take your left foot.
At half-time, see how he's progressing against Jafonzo. That will do us for
That's amazing.
time.
Nicolas' performance offensively is amazing. Bad.
Amazingly bad.
Yeah, for his standard wise.
He needs a big regain in the second half if Nicolas wants to stay alive in the FC Pro World Championships. K1 John into Miami is the representation. Finished second in the EMLS this year, taking on Melbourne City's Foot Wizards' own Aussie E-League champion Mark 11.
I still cannot believe that in just a half, Nico could be grouped out of the World Championships. I cannot believe it.
Like, we have to say, we talk about Nicolas. For many people, Nicolas is the best player all time. Like, he's the GOAT in the scene. So that's why I am so disappointed for him. But last year, you said it, he got group.
Nice
chance here for Mark.
Ooh, what a save.
Incredible save.
Oh, because
he didn't play forward.
Yeah, he missed this one.
Let's head on over to PHD versus Jafonzo. Slightly delayed kickoffs here, so we can bring you all of those full times as they roll in and bring you all of the high-intensity FC.
Nice ball.
PHD is trailing by a goal to 0. However,
nice ball again.
Has so much time. Passing like that, he will find himself back into the game. What a ball!
PHD have all the goals are beautiful. Look at this.
Oh, come on, the timing. Not only that, the extra touch to go around the keeper and score. I mean, Mo, we both reacted the same way. We loved it.
Yeah, there are goals I love, man. It's like you read the opponent's KI, you know, the CPU, great. He knew he go up with the wide.
And you predicted, in a way. He did. That's 1-1. See how this game is. Oh, Bellingham, Richard.
Straight from kickoff, Nicolas getting himself back into the game. All he needed was a couple of minutes, have a little chat with Fur, and find himself. And it's probably the case of, I can't imagine what they were talking about, but more than likely went along the lines of, you're not playing well and you're still in the game.
Yep.
Start playing better.
Fun fact. Ooh. We'll talk about this in a second because Cafu's through. Oh, that was screen timed.
Give me the facts, I'm ready.
Fer used to coach Jubal last year.
Yep.
In Makers. He coached him for, I think it was 2 months. He has to know the way Jubal thinks. He has to know the way Jubal approaches the game. And that's really good intel to give your player. In this case, Nicolas.
I mean, Nicolas was always one of the best who figure out how the opponent plays after the half. Yep. I think against nobody I lost so many games after I lead with 2 or 3 goals. Like likely one game I
the second leg.
Yeah, he beat me like 3 times when I lead with 3 goals, and yeah, back then there were no corners where you score easily. So
one thing which is funny about Nico is Fer doesn't speak to him in the middle of the game. Fer only speaks to Nico in pauses and half-time and the end of the game. And that's the reason why, as you said, Moawa, he figures things out by himself.
Let's bring you a few updates from across our 4 qualifying matches. Yuval and Nicholas, 2-1. Yuval leads. Mark 11 and K1 John, 47 minutes on the clock, 1-1 between those two combatants. It's Nacho Abella and Guy Barrios about to go into half-time. 3-2. Guy Barrios leads, and Jafonso and PH going head-to-head. You can see who, as it stands, will be qualifying from Groups A, B, C, and D.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Guy Barrios, Yuval in A and B. C and D still drawing, so there's no winner in there yet.
Another chance for Nico now. Gonna pass it to Davis. Let's see how he creates here. Ah, well defended by Joselu. I think that Nico is playing different now. He's playing better.
He's already started the second half in 15 minutes. He's created more chances than he did in the entirety of the first period. PH Zin finds himself back behind against Jafonso.
Talk about great coaches. Armando, another one. As we can see here, beautiful player, lock cancel
Nice.
to Cruyff. Oh,
Wow.
what a pass! Come on! That's vintage FC right there.
K1 John
Next goal.
getting the knockdown to put Mark 11 on the back foot.
I definitely did not see that pass coming into Zidane.
Nah.
One of the best goals of the day, you'd say, Mo?
Yeah, of course, because the pass was so risky.
It was.
Yeah, there are some goals only to flex, man. He was going without the pass. It was only nice to watch.
Well, here we are joining K1 John and Mark 11 with some live action.
Runner-up from last year, Mark 11, is close to be knocked out here in this tournament.
As it stands, Nicolas out of the competition.
And PH Zin.
PH in as well, Mark 11. Wow, some big names dropping, but we have 30 minutes left. I have mixed feelings with Konate. I feel like sometimes he's strong.
I think he's really good in the ground when he tackle like ground tackles.
Feels like sometimes, I don't know, he takes unnecessary touches. He's putting out, I don't know.
He spoke about PH Zin. He doesn't lie down for long. Finds
Wow,
himself
what a
back
pass.
into the game.
With the left foot, I mean, the pass was amazing.
You said it, every single goal that PH scores, it's beautiful. It's well thought.
Just seeing what K1 John can offer here. He's leading by 2-1. A third would put a little bit of breathing space between him and Mark 11. Davis is battling away. He loves that first time L1 triangle. Powered into the middle of the pitch with a driven pass and a first time dink. This is live action here between Yuval and Nicholas.
Yeah, that first touch pass is good against 100 depths that players play with.
Step overs, takes the space. He moved the keeper, but it didn't matter. It bounces in off the post. And Yuval's 2-goal lead is back.
He attacked, I think it was Tchouaméni, with the way, let's see the replay. No, it was Konate. We talk about Konate being out of position. It happened again. And that's R9, really. I mean,
Never going to miss.
He's not going to miss from that situation.
Yeah, important goal for him. Like, Nicholas was pressing him in his half. Good counter-attack now. Yeah, 3-1 is good.
Tell you what's better than 3-1, 5-2. Guy Barrios.
What a finish by Haaland. Incredible.
I didn't hear a scream with it goal in background.
He feels comfortable now.
He's got to scream. Come on. Even if he hears
On the
comfortable.
finesse, Mark 11. Perfect timing as we join that one. Whipped into the box. Weghorst is up, but Joselu will bring it clear for K1 John. All these fouls Van Dijk. Driven passes all the way through. Weghorst!
And this goal is a gift. He lost like the ball on purpose in his own half. And I feel like, yeah, that he conceded deservedly.
So you're disappointed with K1 John losing the ball?
Yeah, he ran like into Van Dijk. I think he's angry for himself.
I'm loving Mo on commentary.
Just very honest, isn't he?
Very honest. If you do something bad, he'll tell you. Did bad. That's probably why he's the world champ, right? Did you punish yourself like that?
Yeah, I was really angry about myself, especially in defense. Man, I was screaming. I'm really confident at attacking. Like, I was feeling every time I was the best attacker in the world, but defensively I was trash. Like,
What do you put that down to? Just pulling players out?
it's not only the defense, it's the defense start with your attack. Like when you lose, when you lose the ball in your own half. Oh, yeah, close game again, 5-3.
Yeah,
I mean, when you lose the ball against your own half, it's hard to defend. And yeah, in their own half, I was not good.
I always say the best players are the ones that just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, that's why Nicolas is so dominant.
Yeah.
Like, his defense is on point.
You very rarely get a free goal.
Yeah.
Quite similar to Anders, really. For as like aggressive as Anders is in defensive and pressing, very rarely will you make mistakes in possession of the ball.
Yeah, you have to play clean to win championships. Graversen was a clean player. He had a good build-up.
Yeah, but I was a choker then. These minutes of the game, I'm losing every single time.
53 on the clock. Hullet with the finesse, forcing the save from Schmeichel. Corner whipped straight into the box. Weghorst versus Weghorst. On that occasion, PhD not dribbling with Van Dijk and just firing it straight up. Ronaldinho in a foot race. Doesn't really have much support. And
brilliant dribbling.
He can't lose the ball there. Just got away with it.
Now this is a dangerous attack.
Davis, lovely first-time pass from PhD, opening up the space. Kanate, good step from Jafonso.
I'm impressed of Jafonso. I didn't expect you have to be world-class to compete with someone who's PHN.
Not only that, the way he's defending,
yes.
Players switching into the defenders, dribbling in this situation, this is huge. How he attacks.
Into Rude. What's he got on the edge of the box?
I thought the opening for a pass into R9 was there, but he didn't go for it.
Good offside, right?
Offside, right? Yeah.
Wow. Just playing advantage there. Hosselu on the ball. We talked about the big men in Ultimate Team Right How. Josh Mack saying Weghorst is clear. I think Mo would agree with that. Jay Carr, Hosselu is clear.
I like Hosselu too because he has good defensive
stats. Jafonso! 3-2 up. Tight margins in Elimination FC. This was the goal grab.
That's a beautiful pass into Mbappe. First touch in the correct direction, opens up the angle for a shot with the left foot, goes in.
Again, exactly what you were saying earlier, Mo. When you get in spaces, just shoot. Like,
yeah, every player.
Left foot, the angle didn't look great, but what's the worst that can happen if you shoot inside the box? You get a corner.
But that's the main thing when you, not only that, but when you open up the angle with the right touch. These instances, for me, FC is all about angles and spaces. If you are good at those, that's why for me Anders is the best attacker in the world.
And did you see Spider Royal coming in saying Drogba is clear as well? We can't forget about Drogba. He was the E-Champions League MVP. But since then, we've had a few players that have just trumped him. As K1 John comes forward, 14 on the clock.
So many close games now.
Nice build up on the edge of the box here. Haaland and Davis linking up. He's playing him slightly inverted as a centre mid.
This could be good. Oh, Haaland, poor touch.
Maybe Solskjaer is the coach.
That's a 50-50 that goes Mark 11's way. The other games right now, we're just keeping up to date with them. Jafonso 3-2.
That's offside? Yep.
Leading with a decent amount of time left to play, 25 on the clock. Nacho Abella and Guy Barros, 5-3 Guy Barros, 20 minutes left to play. And Mark 11 and K1 John with 10 on the clock.
Wow.
Something's got to give here. You're fighting for the right.
Chip pass.
Okay.
To sit, underthrown on top of FC. K1 John keeps it in the air and finds himself with 10 to play, 3-2 up.
I'm sure if Casey were here, she told us about this. He's been using it every single time in MLS. That little chip pass into the area plus player knocks it down, and that's really a 50-50 situation because in that instance, the first touch can go either way. If you decide with the right direction defending, you'll stop it. But if not, it's going to be a clear chance on a goal.
Let's get back on board with Nicholas and Yuval. It's where we started the action. And Yuval is 4-1 up. Nicholas is on his way out.
I cannot believe it. 3 goals, 10 minutes. It feels like this is it. It feels like Nicholas is going to be kicked out of the group stage of the World Championship for the 2nd time in a row.
I say it every time. It's about matchups. You win a World Championship about matchup, and this
He's
was
matched up twice against Yuval.
Yeah, it was not a good matchup for him.
As you can see, that's as it stands. The players who will be going through from each group. We've got 4 left to play. E, F, G, and H. Be coming up very shortly indeed. K1 John to join Cherif from Group D. Group C, Virgil and Jafonso. PH in. As it stands right now, he's on his way out. Yuval and Hezers and Vergang and Guy Barros. It's never how you expect it here. Chance. Ooh. Good save at the near post. Maybe just went the different direction. Whipped into the box. Howland will win the header and Howland will score. But with a 5 on the clock, is it too little, too late, Gravison?
I was going to say maybe it's too late, but here standing besides Mo, he knows.
My nightmare.
He knows this is not too late for Nico.
Yeah, I was up 4-2 in the 89th minute, and then he scored 2 goals.
I remember Modric header.
Yeah, against
corner
Modric header. But I would say it's over now, still, because Yuval have the ball now.
9-minute half.
So when he's smart, he took the ball now for 5 minutes. It's possible.
If he scores
Surely not
Not
again.
for me, but for him.
If he scores before injury time, there could be something.
For me, it's harder to get the ball than to score now. Like when you want to play to position, it's really hard.
It's harder to get the ball back, right?
Especially against Yuval.
There you go.
It's a good tackle from Tony Cruz in the middle of the pitch.
And he know you want to go fast.
Yeah.
So he can drop back with everyone.
It's not a great kick. And it will give Nicholas just a little glimmer of hope. However, Yuval defending well.
This is going to be it.
Wegos will stretch his legs. Into the corner flag he goes.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, nice defense.
Wow.
He's won it back, but I just don't think he has time. Nicholas forcing it forward. Yuval, a player that a lot of pros, punters, fans have said is great online, but he's never really done it on LAN. He now will be going into the top 16 of the FC Pro World Championships. And Nicholas 99 FC crashes out of the tournament.
Wow, I'm speechless. I'm speechless at the moment. Nicolas is out of the World Championship for the 2nd time in a row on the group stage.
Yeah, disappointing for him. He wants to be...
And Yuval overcoming his own demons. Because it was at the World Championships last year, he got grouped. And now, he goes one step further, he's in the knockouts. And could that just be a huge weight off his shoulders? Could he show us some of that form? Realise his potential as Nicholas exits the Berlin Uber Eats Arena here. But no one is safe.
We gotta remind people at home we have a few games to play it up.
K1 John extending his lead, 4 goals to 2. Last year's runner-up, Mark 11. Looks to be on his way out as Jafonso has just gone 4-2 up versus PH.
PH, the Pro Open champion.
It looked to be a South American champion potentially this year, and they are all falling by the wayside. PH in early February, he was on top of the FC World. He's not even going to be in the last 16.
Wow. That one no one expected, man. PH Zin is one of the favorites of the whole tournament. It's not like to be honest, Nicholas was not the main favorite like PH Zin.
The FC Pro Open champion, last year's runner-up, and the Iceman all going home. As it stands right now, I think there's probably 4 or 5 minutes left in that game. What we can tell you, the FC Pro La Liga runner-up in Nacho Abella, both representation from the FC Pro La Liga, are out because South America does have a fighting chance in Guy Barros. He will go through. 5-4 win.
And you can see that PH is gonna hold the ball.
This is it.
For a few seconds, and that's it. PH is out of the FC Pro World Championships.
Unbelievable scenes. There was 5 players that came, you could say, from the Eredivisie. Max, Emre, Manu, Levy, PH Zin. PH Zin, the one who's not in this last 16.
It's unbelievable. And right now, La Liga FC Pro players, Nacho and Nico, out of the competition. But we gotta remind people at home, MLS, Jafonso, and K1 Mark, both of them qualified to the round of 16.
Incredible.
Wow.
Both East Serie A representation.
Wow.
Virgil and Jesus are in. The last 16 is turning out to be absolutely spectacular as PH Zin's FC Pro Championship dreams come to a crushing halt. Commiserations to Ajax, to PH Zin. You can see what it means to him.
Yeah, it was ready for him this year to win the World Championships. He was so good. He was dominating the pro scene. But he's still young, so...
He's young. He's so young.
He is...
Yeah. He'll come back, but it won't be this year.
We talked about this, Rich, back 2 months ago, how if PH was able to win or ECL or World Championship, we could be talking about one of the GOATs in the game. You go to 2 months later, he did not live up to the expectations.
It shows how quickly it can change. That is how quickly things move.
Wow.
12 players confirmed their spots. We've got 4 more left to choose. Mo, I've got to ask you very quickly, what an unbelievable set of games. Biggest shock out of the 3 that we've just seen there, Mark, Nicholas and PH Zin all going out?
Yeah, of course. For me, PH Zin is crazy that he go out, but you see how good the other players are. Even you don't know him like the big name. Everyone is a champion. Everyone is unbelievable good. No one is safe.
No one is safe. Let that be a very haunting message. Let's head on down to Katie to get all the reaction from the ground.
Thank you, Richard. Yes, I am here with Jafonso, who just had a massive victory over PH Zin, which is putting you through to the knockouts. How does it feel to take out such a great player?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Qualified through the top 16 in the world. PH Zin is one of the best players in the world, so it was a really tough game. But yeah, I could make it. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Now, I know you were feeling a little bit under the weather the last couple of days. How are you able to turn around and perform at such high levels when you were a little bit sick?
Yeah, I got a little bit sick yesterday, but I think it's just focus. And when I'm playing, I just thinking on my gameplay. And yeah, I think was that.
All right, well, looking forward to tomorrow. Do you have any expectations? Are you changing your mindset going into it?
I want to be world champion. Every players that are here want to be world champion. So my focus right now is to win the next game. And yeah, that's it.
All right, well, massive congratulations. You are doing EMLS proud. Congratulations again. And guys, we have one more round of matches. But first up, we're going to see what the players said because they've been asked what superpower will make them better at the game. Let's see what they say.
I think I'll just time travel, you know.
Faster fingers. Like reflexes probably. Invisible. Fly. To have eyes everywhere. And
change my mentality.
To never concede.
Read people's minds because you want to concede a goal basically. I can just go up to my opponent, slap him in the face and then no one knows it's me.
プレイステーション
Here we go, last round of action in Berlin for day 2 of these FC Pro World Championships. We are about to lose 4 more players here, and also congratulate 4 players for making it through to the knockout stages. I don't know about you both, but this has been a day where we just haven't followed the script at all, have we? It's been ripped up, it's been torn apart, it's been burnt, because there's a lot of big names that aren't in the knockout stages tomorrow, Ryan.
Yeah, seeing an emotional Nicholas was not something I expected to see today. I thought he would have gone through his group, probably even qualifying in the first round of his attempts. And of course, you see Matthias there preparing for his game, a fellow Argentinian player. But Svenga is a player that he's already lost to in this tournament.
I've noticed this a lot, Ebru, from Matthias Banana this year. When he's playing games, we saw the Champions League a little bit in London, he just walks around his console, he just hypes himself up, he gets himself into the zone, and he's one of the few players to do that.
Yeah, of course, Bonanno, like you said, he came very far in each Champions League, but yeah, I mean, we need his performance now. We also have very big games playing right now who can be eliminated for tomorrow.
As we said, win, you're in the top 16, lose, and you are out of this year's tournament. Where on earth do we start? Where do we look? We're kicking off here. Abu Maka against Tex. It was only a few weeks ago where MS Dasari did play against Tex in another competition on the FC circuit, and there is such a love in Saudi Arabia for these types of games, for their best players having the chance to play against one of the greats in Tex.
Yeah, Tex didn't really have a breather on social media. The Saudi Arabian fans in his mentions after that loss to MS Dasari, he's hoping he can get vengeance, and this is a perfect way to do it.
Wins a corner, 5.5 minutes in.
And we know corners are the most, yeah.
Just over his head. Abu Maka, though, that loss against Max was resounding. I didn't expect him to lose, let alone lose by such a substantial margin, Brandon. It was a dominant game.
Won 6-0 against Dortmund, didn't he, at the start of play today, and then lost 8-2 against Max Kullermeyer. A result that no one expected. And what's more impressive on that, Ryan, is that 3 out of these 4 matchups are all rematches. They've all matches that have happened before earlier on today, so that could be something that we look into as the game starts to unfold. We have had a goal in our all-South American rematch. It's between the Com de Boy Libertadores champion who's gone direct from a free kick. He's got Ryan Pessoa clapping. That was brave.
I love it. I love it. Take a free kick direct from that angle, though, and that distance. Fair play, Nathan. That is, yeah, that takes a lot to trust himself to do it.
Yeah, Nathan is really surprising me today. I mean, very great performance of him, like for an underdog especially. And he shows us that also free kicks like corners are the matter, and he shows why.
Beautiful.
Chance for Tex. It's time red. Was that the difference?
Yeah, that's surprising. Abu Maka done goalkeeper movement there well, but I think timing it red is a massive, massive mistake. It's beautiful, though, from Tex initially to get the space.
We said Bonanno takes on Nathan SR in this round. This is the other match we're looking at. Abu Maka against Tex. Levy Finn taking on Nervin as well. That's a rematch. Levy Finn won that 6-1 earlier today. With how the bracket works, they match up again. Well defended there by Tex. It was R9 there with a split-second chance. And then that game, right, in the group of death, Johnny against Fuma.
Yeah.
One of those is eliminated and one is going to the World Championship knockout stages. Long ball over the top, finds Alfonso Davies with that brand new Copa America in-game item, which has been very useful in terms of going forward.
One thing I've gauged today is how effective John Stones is. Right back, centre back, it doesn't matter. He's somebody that, honestly, my ultimate team, I might need to pick him up at home because he does everything. Ball in behind here. Davies for Abu Maka in on goal.
Is he going to go on his own with Alfonso Davies? He is.
Well, Tex was very lucky in this moment.
Was there maybe a cutback available, or?
Yeah, always. I mean, yeah, Tex was very unlucky with this red timing, and now very lucky in this moment.
Well, he's got Weghorst charging down him.
Look at him, though.
Yeah, he's gonna play. You know where that's going to end up. Well played, William Saliba.
Anytime Weghorst is triggered and you see someone on the ball that has long ball pass plus, just know that that ball over the top is going to be played.
In case you missed Tex's last game, it was a 7-0 victory. To bounce back after a disappointing start by his own standards here. Alfonso Davies still, Tex going all the way with the Canadian, back to Mbappe, Davies again! Huge last-ditch tackle from Van Dijk, wins a corner which is whipped in directly into Weghorst, off target.
Tex is feeling himself though in this game. He's coming into it.
Well then, update from his teammate.
Wow.
Who does find the back of the net with Erling Haaland. 1-1, Bonanno. Back in the game against Nathan Essar. Levi Finn against Nervin has kicked off as well. That one in the first 10 in-game minutes. And the only game that hasn't kicked off in this round is Johnny against Fuma. He will kick off in the next few in-game minutes.
This is crazy how many players we can lose today. Like we have Johnny, Levi Finn, we have Bonanno, we have Tex. So many great players that can be eliminated.
Well, let us know at home as well. We can see you in the chat. Who do you think will be the world champion by the end of this weekend? Get your predictions in and we'll float a few of them up on stream. Weghorst, can he get round the right side of the defender? He can. It's a bit of a commotion there between the centre-back and the left, but they're in position now. Zidane, little 1-2. Toni Kroos back to Zidane again. He looks to delay. Can he find a one more pass? Doesn't need to. Into corner. Quickly played it. Abu Maka in the front post. And somehow that doesn't even go off the pitch. He's stayed in.
Oh, is that a corner again? No, it's not a goal kick.
But I think the game is very balanced so far, right? I mean, both players have very good chances.
It's hard as well. I won't speak too loudly because I'm sure he can hear us through the headphones, but the back of his mind, Ryan, this is his 4th World Championship finals. 2 of them he was eliminated in the group stages. He wants to get back into that knockouts like he did last year. He could have a chance like this into R9.
Come on.
First goal will fall his way. And you mentioned he was just feeling himself in the final third. Is that another good example of it?
Yep, space seemed to open up there. Perfect pass into R9. And of course, you trust him when you get in front of goal. Near post finish. That's the start Tex would have loved to get in this game.
And we have kick-off in the Johnny Fuma game. Let's quickly jump in over here. 25 minutes gone. Nathan Essar, Bonanno. This is a rematch. Well, they played earlier today. It was a 6-5 win for Nathan Essar, and that was after extra time. Do you think they'll be thinking about that game, Ibra, that they have played earlier today? And is there anything that they can take from it coming into this?
Yeah, I think they got like big advantage of the first game. Johnny won the first game, I think, like with 3 goals. And yeah, I think it's also when you play against a player twice, like again, then it's always a question of like the mindset, because you know how he's playing.
Differences with this game, you do not get a second chance. Breakthrough over here, Levi Finn up by a goal to nil, a loose bounce in the box. And it was R9 that was quickest to react. Break the deadlock there.
Who's your favourite, actually?
To win the whole tournament?
Yeah.
I can't give you that answer, unfortunately, but I've got to remain professional. Chance at the back post.
I'm actually surprised the keeper hasn't got there, to be honest.
Nathan Essar is
get there.
Somehow just about made that work. Bonanno was leading the game. Right, what happened?
That's gone on, yeah, under the keeper's arms. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Matthias to concede that. But of course for Nathan, if you even look at his face, I'm sure he's thinking the same thing.
Expect a little bit more from Schmeichel there, and the greatest of the game icon. He does have, you could argue, it's been backed by more pros than not out of the 32 that came through. Let's jump back if we can. The Tex against Abu Maka in a second. Before that, we've got a few goals to report, and here's one of them.
Back to back. Levy's flying, 2-0 up early on. Of course, this game, Johnny up against Fuma. It was Johnny with Haaland to break the deadlock.
Leading by a goal to nil, the current E-Champions League winner of SC Paderborn. Let's see this chance come in, and then we'll go and check out Tex Abu Maka. Vitinha,
great play.
Dispossessed.
Good defending as well.
There's about 2 or 3 in-game minutes left. We'll check in before half-time with Tex. Because Abu Maka might have the last laugh before the half-time whistle goes. And Mbappe, get back and defend him. So far, so good for Tex.
That ball, that first-time ball over the top. Mismatch at the back post, but he's going to try and just keep the ball for the last attack.
John Stones goes chasing Mbappe. Bonucci.
Yeah, I mean you need players when you want to play balls like this. You have to choose players with the playstyle plus, with the long ball playstyle plus, so you can play like perfect long balls.
Hold on a minute. I've just seen something on the screen ahead of Brandon.
Is it Matthias Bonanno?
I have nothing to say. I just want you to see it. Yeah, we'll just wait.
You want me to see this?
Yeah, I know you haven't seen it on the screen ahead. Just pay attention to this.
Right.
Oh, what?
What on earth?
Oh.
It's just happened there for Matthias Bonanno.
I don't know.
I just saw De Bruyne run away. I thought he scored a 30-yard goal. Didn't think he ran it into his own net.
I don't know. It's inexplicable. I can't even tell you what the thought process is in that. And that sort of stuff can just knock the stuffing out of you in a game where you just think, you don't want to give up a 2-goal lead against someone like Nathan, who's already beaten you on the same day in the same tournament.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for Bonanno that this happens in such an important tournament and in such an important game that can really ruin you.
Needs a goal before half-time.
Just to reset himself mentally, because he's going to be feeling really frustrated at this point. Mbappe, it's
almost the same.
What's going on?
Is he trying to repay the favour? Quick corner comes in, goes all the way through.
And giving away a corner.
Back again to De Bruyne, who's going to try and revive himself. He does.
Giving it back, fair enough. Just
De Bruyne is the only player, I think, that scored in both sides of the goal.
I was going to say, it's awful giving away a corner in this game, and then you get the rub of the green, you get the ball with your defender there, you try a driven pass out of the back. A rash pass, panicked. And that's a huge goal for Matthias in this game.
Massive goal before half-time as well. Levy Finn. 3-0 up in 31 in-game minutes there. And Johnny's still leading by a goal to nil here against Fumi. You are watching the FC Pro World Championships. This is day 2 of 4 of the action. And there has been a goal in the Tex Abu Maka game. We'll give you the replay as soon as we've got it. Let's quickly check in here. Nothing really more to talk about so far in the game, Ebru. It's Johnny that still leads by a goal to nil.
I think it's a very balanced game, actually. Also, the first game they played today was also very balanced. So I think it's just a question of like mindset and how long you can play your game.
Goal back for Abu Maka.
I saw the way the corner was given away. I don't think Tex would be happy with that as well. It's unfortunate again.
1-1 all square there. Player of Team Falcons has clawed a goal back. Corner comes in! It might not be Drogba, but there is a replacement. Erling Haaland makes it 2-0.
Johnny is really amazing at doing corners. He's doing them perfectly.
Back over here, Bernardo concedes again.
Exactly the same.
For half-time. I didn't think there would have been enough time, but obviously Nathan would have gone forward straight away to restore his 2-goal lead.
6 goals between them two at half-time. Actually missed the last round as well. Nicholas and PhD were eliminated from the FC Pro World Championship. Some massive shocks amongst many storylines today. Quick corner comes in. Weghorst will put Tex back in the lead.
Corners. It's FC24, we know the deal, especially with Weghorst in this game.
Yeah, I think like Tex shooted like extra to get this corner to, yeah. So, you know, he can score a goal with Haaland.
We saw players in play-ins actually yesterday taking shots from dodgy angles, power shots, from tight angles just to get corners.
This is funny that this is the meta this year, so just power shot to get some corners at the goal.
Somehow have mastered that. This late on into the season, and you are going to be punished by it, as we've seen so many times today. Next 2 and up, 60 minutes on the clock. Let's quickly check back into Nathan Bonano. Any changes there, really? Join it live if we can. 4-2 was the score at half-time between them two in the rematch. Tex looking for a third. Wins another corner, which you know what's coming.
Red Horst.
Quick corner.
Ooh.
Red time volley.
It's another corner.
We'll get another roll at it.
Not moving the keeper.
When's the player flick going to come on and play a lock onto someone? There it is. Where, of course, then becomes alive. A little bit of move, but he's got the space! Tex has got that down to a T!
So, Ryan, you must tell me, is there a way to defend corners? I mean, like except of moving the keeper, it seems impossible.
Honestly, obviously, as you said, moving the keeper, trying to get players that are dominant in the area in the right positions. This, oh my lord. What? That's a goal for Matthias back in this game. Whipped to the back post, but corners are just very difficult. You can see a lot of players struggle with it. Even if you're a top player in this game, it's going to be very unlikely you're going to be able to defend every single corner.
Bonano there, just demanded more from himself.
Big win of possession.
With the expectations that he set himself this year. Lofted in. Is he about to equalise the tie-up? Luka Modric. Stopped by Alisson. Quick corner in. Haaland saved Alisson back post.
Oh my gosh.
Cleared away. Bonano still in possession. Davey trying to work away in from the far-hand side. Can he find the right pass? Oh my days, we are really risking it at the back, aren't we, with these two? This is how it stands. Currently, 12 players are in the knockout stages. You can see that right. Anders Vergan was one of the first to get that done. But the list goes on. There has been a handful of surprises amongst that 16, and there might just be a few more. That's as it stands as well on the current scores that you're seeing on screen.
Nathan looks so nervous here.
Can he switch the ball the way around? Oh no, I nearly could have turned there.
Does well to keep the ball there.
But I think like we feel that Bonano is on his way to come back in this game.
Yep, looks as it, but does Nathan have something up his sleeve? Mbappe.
Trivela headed away. There's been another goal in Abu Maka Tex's game. Has Tex pulled away from it, or has there been a goal back? It's a goal back. Abu Maka, only one goal behind now. We're going to have to keep a real close eye on these last two, because they will be the first two games to conclude. Right, we're going to pause here. We'll go back to Tex Abu Maka. Tex looks locked in. Final 20 in-game minutes.
Seems like a press has been activated from Abu Maka.
I see so many players are playing with Cafu on the right back. Isn't that really risky, because he's very short and you need players with the playstyle plus who are tall?
Yeah, he obviously comes with some positives as well. As you saw the Matthias goal, the whip ball to the back post, that is something he offers offensively. But defensively, as you said, aerially, he's going to be out-jumped by a lot of attackers in this game.
Abu Maka waiting for the right time to strike. Himself back into this game.
Does really well to keep it. And I say that, just giving it away.
Did he rush that?
I thought he was trying to play for the back post cross.
We'll go back to Abu Maka again. Right, let's jump back to the other game. Lots of important pauses happening. finesse up. Potentially about to knock out another household name in the FC Pro scene this year. Continue, you know where that's going to end up.
Wow.
Cafu.
He's actually won it, fair enough, as we were saying.
Yeah, true.
For the first time today has stopped Erling Haaland.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but when you have Haaland on the left side and Cafu on the right side, so they're competing each other, it's actually Cafu has no chance.
Mbappe, Ronaldinho, Vitinha. Dinked it over into Ronaldinho. Can he cut it back? Corner. Three or four Man City shirts around him, but is it enough? Well, Weghorst is back. That could be enough to stop Haaland. Is he on for an equaliser? Rushing anything, taking his time. With every single pass. Just about keeps it in. Cafu, can he do it again?
Wow,
did something, didn't he?
Yep. Those last 10 minutes or so, Nathan's done extremely well. Oh my goodness.
Abu Maka
Oh, that's horrible.
has pulled it back from a heavy touch from Bonucci.
Sometimes you need a rub of the green. It's unlucky.
Tex looks to the skies. His 2-goal cushion is wiped away. That's at 3-3 now. Remember, you have to win this one to be in the top 16 tomorrow to come back for the knockout stages.
Davies done so well there.
Of course, has been Cuba, Nathan, so he'll be lucky even to get it in normal time.
He's playing. Oh, that's a risky play there. If you would have noticed, CR7 would have been open.
Chance to pull away. Bernardo on for a fifth.
He done well just to track the run manually, but then it left so much space because the other defenders aren't following the same movement. As the play, Nathan was controlling.
Mbappe finds Davies. He's not going to score from there.
Yeah,
But you're right, he wants the corner. Let's jump back to Tex Abu Maka. There has been another goal and the tables have turned. And this is the goal that's just happened. We'll join it live as soon as we see. It is a horrible coming together in the box.
Yeah, it's horrible to concede a goal like this.
Abu Maka, 4-3 he leads. We're going to stay with this one live as well.
These moments as a player, you kind of just look to the skies and think, what can you really do there? Tex hasn't done anything wrong. He's got possession back in the box. He just bounced back, fortunately, the way of Abu Maka.
Yeah, but he still got time.
Of course,
so
about 10 minutes or so.
Please don't give up.
Possession one from Matthias. Been a fan of late goals this season, Matthias. Has scores a lot of last-minute ones, and something now will be perfect for him. Hullet driving into the box.
He's in that dangerous area, and he's just made it look so simple. 4-4. Game on.
Just as I was saying, last-minute goals for Matthias has been a common theme this season. Pull it towards the byline. CR7 sort of just makes space in the box ahead of Van Dijk. And a tap in, and it brings him back in the game. The last 10 minutes or so, I felt as if Nathan's probably had his best spell since taking that 2-goal lead before half-time. But now the momentum mentally definitely will be in favour of Matthias in these last moments.
Right, back over here then. Tex with an instant pause. We just come back over pause. Tex was 3-1 up. 4-3 down now against Abu Maka. Can he keep his World Championship tournament alive? Camavinga, Ronaldinho, step overs are pretty. Could fall back, Kylie, no it won't. Abu Maka
Aggressive.
just dealing with the press. Ronaldinho, what a pass, Camavinga!
Ooh, it's a strength from behind there from Konate.
4 in-game minutes from being eliminated in the group stages.
Risky ball. It's not paid off Abimaka as well.
It would be another shock amongst many today. Weghorst, Bellingham, Tex, last real chances, but toss to Mbappe! 4-4! Both Man City esports players are going right to the very wire here in Berlin.
That was from that ball over the top. Risky play, but the play from Tex here was sensational. Driven pass into Hostelu to Mbappe. Of course, greened across goal for Tex to bring him back into it.
Well, as we're in a pause here, we'll quickly try and get over again to the other game. Bonanno against Nathan SR.
Oh my goodness, I was just looking, I thought there was a goal.
Seconds in that game as well. It's live now, minute left. Or we could be going to extra time. They went to extra time earlier on today when they played in the opening matchup of the group. For those that are wondering as well, Johnny is 3-0 up against Fuba. 15 minutes left in that game. Added time of 2 minutes. Surely you go for it, Ebru.
Ooh, this matchup is very hard. I mean, both have chances.
It's a risky play.
Oh my.
You
Bonanno. Surely not.
Oh, he's got it. Extra time.
Extra time. Let's leave them to it. Let's go back and catch the closing moments. Abimaka against Tex. That one is hanging on the balance of extra time as well. 89 minutes on the clock here.
Tex is doing well just to squeeze him in. He's trying to look for the switch.
3 minutes of added time. Win for the knockouts. Lose for the end of your season. Abimaka.
Oh my goodness.
May have just given Tex a huge last chance. He's got a minute to get this ball forward. Can he win the battle in the air? Ronaldinho's not going to be Weghorst there, is he? Abimaka might fancy a last chance himself. Ronaldinho, Mbappe. That will do us. Both games. 4-4 going to extra time.
Tense games, extremely tense. Mistakes from both players towards the end there. I thought we were destined to get a last-minute winner in at least one of those games, but see Abimaka, it's a tense situation.
I mean, Abimaka looking back on this game will be happy with some of the goals he's been able to score because the bounces have been pretty tough at times.
Also,
Fuma has got a goal back. Sorry, Ebru.
No, I just wanted to say I also focus on the games of the German players, Johnny and Levifin, but both seem to win and qualify for the round of 16.
Well, unfortunately, we just haven't been able to give these two games any real broadcast time just because the other two have been so end-to-end. Fuma scores this. Could be quite an exciting end. Let's see this corner coming and then we'll jump into some extra time. Oh my. Oh my. Fuma!
He's coming back in the last minutes.
9 minutes left there for him to pull one back. Levy Finn, 4-2 up. He currently still leads, 8 minutes on the clock. We're in extra time here between Abimaka and Tex. Let's kick him from right to left on this first half of the 15. Abimaka. From left to right. This is how it currently stands of the players that are going into the knockout stages. Levy Finn and Johnny would be in that top 16. Chance for Tex, maybe. Can he be patient enough to try and get round him? Of course he can! Tried to put it under the goalkeeper. Pear-Check does enough. Tex gets the corner, quickly takes it. Check does enough. Can he squeeze it in? He can at the back post. Of all goal scorers, it's Eduardo Camavinga. The pressure back onto you, Abimaka. And surprise, surprise, we are in a quick technical pause, but we will be coming back out of it now. This is the other matchup as well between the two South American players. Chance for Bonanno. Defended well by Canate. So you fancy a chance at the edge of the box. You may have just heard a big roar behind us. We'll let you know what goal that is. It's from the other two matches. It's the Johnny Fuma match. Tony Cruz, big switch of play. Start well there by Bernardo and his Erling Haaland, who's back to defend.
So the first match ends. It's Finn qualifying for the round of 16. In some seconds.
Well, that was the roar that we heard. Johnny getting a 2-goal cushion, sending out Fuma, who will not be in the top 16 tomorrow. Johnny will be. As you're right to say, the Ebrew as well. Levi Finn doing enough to ensure that there is another German in that top 16 tomorrow. These are the two games side by side.
Ball.
As it currently stands. Tex leading 5-4 with 4 minutes left of his first half of extra time.
Great step from Tex as well.
For a split second there, that was the defending to forget about for Matías Bonanno. Is there any more to talk about from that Tex game before we go into the half-time chance? Abu Bakar, Mbappe! 5-5 there.
That is beautiful play. Picked his time, picked his moment to get the ball to Mbappe. The step-overs, keeper movement, read the near post, and the shot came to the far post. We see the replay, just a little tap there. And Mbappe green times it across the face of goal.
All square again in that one. As a full-time result does come in for Johnny, we can confirm that game is also done as well. So hard to call these two games when they're near enough both in the same minutes.
Impossible to call. I think next goal wins in either game.
We'll have a quick zoom into the Nathan S.R. Bonanno game. Bonanno, can he have the last laugh of the half?
R9 peels off a little bit.
Down that dangerous area again, it's Hullet on Hullet.
Seen corners from Matías this game.
You know what's coming, can Canate stop him? Yes, he can. And a time of 1 minute, half-time and extra time between both the two games. If there's a way to decide knockout football, Ryan, it's not a bad way. For us that are watching, for them that are playing, it must be so stressful.
Yeah, it's horrible. It is horrible because you know it's narrow margins. All it takes is one mistake or one thing to fall against you, and that could be the end of your FC Pro World Championship journey.
Do you both feel there's someone dominating, or it's just a 50-50 game? I feel like it's 50-50.
It's 50-50. I'll be honest, in the Tex game, I think it's slightly in his favour. Abu Bakar is starting to come into it a little bit more, but Texas seems to be a bit more confident.
Let's jump back into it now if we can. I don't know where to look. Tex, Abu Bakar. We'll go here first. There's about a minute in game between the two of them.
What a ball.
Abu Bakar tries to find the
Rushed it a little bit.
extra pass. One from Ronaldinho into Mbappe. I mean, at home, let us know who you want to win each game as well. Who do you think will be our final two players in the knockout stage? Will it be a Man City Esports double? Or will both two players that won this year's Premier League be eliminated in the group stages?
Oh, it's rushed.
Tex. Wants the breakaway here potentially. Taking his time with Ronaldinho as he looks to try and get numbers in the box, especially the tall players in the box.
Free kick though. Is it not? Yeah, it was free kick. We've seen direct happen earlier today. Funny enough, in one of the games, taking place right now.
Cruz. Chance for Toni Kroos! Off the line and in! Kai Havertz with maybe the most important goal that Tex has scored so far. But can he hold on?
Free kick off the line, full favouredly for Havertz for a tap-in. He couldn't do anything really about that to stop it.
Back over here for a split second, 16 game minutes left. Tex might be winning, but this one's still 4-4 at the moment, but for how much longer? Lofted in, Mbappe, well played, Canate.
Just about got there, just.
E aí, galera, como vocês estão? Mano, poderia me ajudar?
117 minutes on the clock on Tex's game. He is currently leading.
O que não é chat?
6 goals to 5. 3.5 in-game minutes from penalties here. Lofted ball over the top. Is there going to be last-minute drama between these two South Americans? A goal that could mean much more. $15,000 at the spot in the knockouts. Chance for Nathan Essa!
Wow.
Is that enough to send himself into the knockouts? There is more drama as well to give you. Let's join the other game if we can. Because that one might be going to penalties.
Hold on. Let me see this right now. Ronaldinho into Haaland. The shot there. I got question marks on my keeper, I'll be honest. But he green times it, in fairness. But I would expect my keeper to say that, I'll be honest.
Abu Bakr, 6-6.
Wow.
I think we could be on to penalties. A minute and a half less plus additional time. Or not, what's going on here? Here we go then. And in time of 1 minute to follow.
Oh my God.
Or as Tex got some ice in those veins still to send himself into the knockout stages. Mbappe could pull away. Is the angle too tight? Does well to recycle it back in. Havertz surrounded by players. We are going to penalties for a chance to get into the knockout stages of this year's FC Pro World Championship. And it's Abu Bakr that's going to step up first with Haaland. He does score. Tex, back over to you. Who is very own Erling Haaland, who does score as well.
Abu Bakr again. R9 steps up. Can he keep his 100% record in these first 2 penalty kicks? Goes down the middle. Repeats what Tex just done to him. Hosselu steps up for Tex. Goes middle and it's saved by Abu Bakr.
Advantage to Abu Bakr. Can he make it 3 from 3? He does. We've just had a full-time result in the other game as well. Nathan Essa has just knocked out Matías Bonanno. Chance for Tex. Does score. Still trailing though.
Yeah, he had to score that though. Someone that has to score just to keep the ascendancy here for Abu Bakr. Ronaldinho steps up. He's giving himself a little bit of a breather before he takes it and he puts it in the top right.
Has to score this one. Tex has to score. Ronaldinho from the spots. Misses! And it's heartbreak for Manchester City Esports. Tex eliminated, Bonanno eliminated. No one is safe here in the FC Pro World Championship.
Caraca, mano.
Well. What an ending to what is still just the start of this 4-day competition. We will start building a list of all the big names that have crashed out today. You cannot argue this final 16 is not a 16 that maybe you would have expected.
Olha o nível do cara que quando foi lá.
Yeah, I'm also very surprised because both Manchester City players seem to win a long time in the game. So yeah, it's a very surprising moment.
It's a lot of strange situations in that game, I'll be honest with you, right? from the corners to the unfortunate bounce for both of the players, in fairness, and you see them both walking off.
How many corner goals did we see? It was
Tons.
like
I lost count. I think it was about at least 4.
It's Mo's fault. Mo Alba was sitting there saying he didn't see any headers today. I don't know where he was. He must be watching with his eyes closed. Because we've had so much since that moment today. I mean, Ebru, unfortunately, sorry, we couldn't get you in too much in that. It was a ridiculous last 5 minutes. I mean, what an ending for the group stage
like
today.
I said,
Just so many upsets.
So many upsets. I think, yeah, so many big games that, yeah, we lost today. Tex, Nicolas, Bonanno. It's very sad for them. I also feel for them, like, it's very shocked. I can't really say anything. But yeah, that's how it is. It's the game.
In case you missed it, what we're talking about here, the names that have been eliminated today. FC Pro Open champion, out. La Liga double winner, the Cup and the League, Nicolas, out. Bonanno, out. Tex out. E-Premier League champions eliminated. Who am I missing?
Boomer, Montaxa, out.
E-League 1 champions, both of them eliminated here.
Out.
It's not been a bad day. A few light surprises, but there has been nothing in terms of the script being followed here at all in Berlin. No one is safe. 16 players are eliminated, 16 are through to the knockout stages. And look, I mean, I can't wait to do it all again tomorrow. Ebru, Ryan, thank you so much for now. Let's head down to cases with Abu Maka, who is just on a penalty shootout to get to the knockout stages tomorrow. How is he feeling, Case?
Yes, and what a massive penalty shootout that was. Abu Maka, let's hear the feelings. That penalty shootout was intense, but you are through to the knockouts. How are you feeling?
ما ادري ايش اقول. اول شيء الحمد لله انا سعيد يعني مبسوط بالفوز. مستواي ما كان افضل شيء لكن في الاخير جبت الفوز وهذا المهم.
Hello. He said he's very happy, and in the middle of the spiel it's a little bit difficult, but in the end he gets a win.
What does it feel to take down a competitor as great as Tex, as he has so many great accolades? I know it was difficult for you. He didn't make it easy.
شو حابب تغير يعني؟ تقدر معروف يعني لاعب كبير وذا لكن يعني الكرة ما تعرف كبير ولا صغير يعني ماكس اتوقع اول مشاركة له فجلدني انا وتيجز لكن الحمد لله قدرت اني افوز واعوض المباراة اللي راحت ان شاء الله اوعدهم اني اقدم مستوى افضل انتظر دعمكم ودعواتكم واعذرونا على المستوى وان شاء الله نفرحكم باذن الله.
He said for the first time he played with the guy, with the player, the other player, and he said he's sorry for this niveau, so not like every day, and next time he promised he's better.
All right, well, what do preparations look like tonight? Do you go to bed? Do you go review gameplay before tomorrow?
راح ارجع اكيد واشوف اغلاطي واشوف المباريات سواء المباراه اللي انهزمت فيها واللي فزت فيها هذه واحاول اني اعدل اغلاطي عشان اتفاداها بكره وان شاء الله اننا نفرح بكره سوا ولا تقصروا بالدعم يا.
He go to the hotel and watch the video to make it better for the next time, and tomorrow, yeah.
All right, well, Abu Maka, massive congratulations. You are qualified for tomorrow, but we're going to go see what FG thinks about all these qualifiers.
Yes, thank you very much to Casey, and a massive congratulations to Abu Maka. Oh my, guys, that was probably the craziest ending to the craziest day. It had it all. We were sat there, we were watching the game. Omar, I'll come to you first, because both games involving the Manchester City esports players could have gone both ways.
Yeah, 100%. And to be honest, I didn't even know which game I should look because I watched the one game and in the other game just they scored and I didn't see the goal. And I thought, okay, I want to focus on this match. Then the other match was crazier, so it was just crazy intense for both matches. And yeah, in both games, the bigger name lost.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some huge shocks today, Grav. Penalty shootout. Winner gets into the knockouts. The last 16. Of the FC Pro World Championship, Abu Maka.
I don't know how he wasn't shaking like that, and I feel like obviously we were focusing on the both Man City matches, which were amazing, but then over there, I mean, Foma against Johnny, that's like, that could have been a final, that could have been a top 8, top 4 tomorrow. So wow, I don't know, I'm just speechless. I think I lost my voice when Nicolas lost. Like, I couldn't believe it. And now with Mati and with Tex being dropped as well, it's just like, I cannot believe what's been happening for the last 2 hours.
And this is why we love esports so much, as we'll bring up the brackets for you, the state of play, everything that's happened. This is our final 16, and these are the matchups. And look, we're laughing here already on the host desk because we have no idea how to call any of these. Anders Vergang versus Johnny.
What is that? Anders Vergang against Johnny first round?
That is the craziest round of 16 game you'll see. And then you got Ezra versus Levy, Virgil versus Abu Makka. This honestly, Emre Yilmaz versus Zhu Barros as well is another standout. Every single one of these matches are crazy. Pick your winner.
My winner?
Pick your winner.
Wow, okay. I go with my teammate Anders. I think I'm confident with him. I think, yeah, he is a tough bracket, but I think he can do it. And
well,
of course,
you can probably see Anders up there who's clapping, the only man who's not clapping in the arena there. I love the bromance they've got going on. Grav, talk to me. That lineup is absolutely ridiculous. You're on camera now, Anders. You can give us a wave as well now. You're on camera. With a little wave. There you go. He's got the clap and a wave. Always so relaxed. Absolutely love it. I mean, Anders, it'd be hard to bet against someone like Anders, but we've seen everything today. So never say never.
Never.
Who's your winner going to be, Graf?
I said it today, this morning, for me, Emre, but potentially he will be matching against Manu Bajor in the quarterfinals. So
all
I don't know.
Dutch players are in the bracket down, and all German players are in the upper bracket. Like
It's been a crazy day, and we've got our last 16. And we've also got two fantastic analysts waiting for us at the analyst desk for the PS5 Player of the Day. Over to you guys, Mo Buckley.
I'll be honest, I need a bit of a lie down. This is just all too much for me. I can't believe what we've just seen unfold, but we are going to bring you through the Sony PS5 Player of the Day because we've had some unbelievable stories. We have had some truly underdog stories, and that is where the PS5 Player of the Day goes to. It goes to the one and only Sharif.
Man,
Mo,
what a story, man. He's the first American who play in the World Cup, to qualify for the World Cup. Yesterday he performed good, and today, man, we see it in the reaction how he celebrated. He surprised himself, it feels like.
Yeah.
And whatever tomorrow happens, it was a really good turn for him, but now
from the play-ins, all the way through, winning a penalty shootout to book your place. The first ever Moroccan at a FC Pro World Championships, and he's going all the way into the last 16. He has got so much to be proud of. He is two also Africans going all the way into the last 16. K1 John and Sharif, Egypt and Morocco. It is truly an unbelievable feat that they're putting up, and you can see just the raw emotion more than anything from Sharif. Let's have a quick look at his bracket as well, and this is what happened with him, Mo. That's how he got there.
Yeah, it was a good group. He beat the runner-up from last year with Mark 11, and then he was also the underdog against K1 John, and he knows how to feel now to win. It's a good feeling to win, and you have to take it to tomorrow.
Well, it's been a pleasure with you. We'll bring this back tomorrow for one final time. Let's head back to the main stage with FG.
Thank you very much to Mo and Richard Buckley for delivering our PS5 Player of the Day. Casey's joined us here on the front. Casey, what a day. What's been your standout moment?
Oh my goodness, what a day. I think my standout moment, it's kind of a duo package here, are the players that came in and qualified from the play-ins. That's Sharif and Yuval Belli. So impressive. They come in kind of as underdogs, and they absolutely demolished the competition. I love it.
And Grav, we've just obviously just got our breath back from what was an incredible final round, but it's been an incredible day. You all right, mate?
I'm not all right. For the last couple of hours, I'm not been all right, but moment of the day for me, it's got to be PH being eliminated by Jafonso.
Absolutely, and it's been great to have you here. We look forward to seeing more of you. You can see some of the hero shots. We asked this question yesterday. I mean, look at Anders there doing his hero shots and stuff. I know you've done stuff like this before.
Yeah.
Must be a mad feeling when you're doing all these stuff and it starts to feel real.
Yeah, of course, like it's also a little bit cringe to make it, to be honest, like saying like do this one, scream here, no one wants to do it, but you have to do it and then you just do it. But of course, if Anders is doing it, he's just always weird. I don't know what he's doing there. It's if you do this one with Anders and do photos with him, bro, my head always is burning. He just have to play FIFA.
I'm going to start an official petition to get hero shots from the past from Umut on these broadcasts, so we'll work on that for tomorrow. But wow, what an incredible day of FC Pro World Championship action here in Berlin. We have seen the likes of Anders, Emre Yilmaz cruising through, but then we've also seen huge names like P8 Zin, Nicholas Tex, Matti Bonanno go out, and tomorrow the stakes get higher. It is time for straight knockouts as the final 16 set their sights on playing in these beautiful golden pods. The ones that we've not used yet, because only the final 2 will get the opportunity to play in these golden pods and compete for an incredible FC Pro trophy and, wait for this one, a prize of $250,000. It's not so bad, is it? We'll leave that to our imagination, how we're going to spend it. A massive thank you to all of you guys. A massive thank you to everyone who's watched. Of course, Richard, Mo, Brandon, everyone. There's too many. And of course, all of our players. We're back tomorrow, 6 p.m. CEST, which is 6 p.m. time zone in Germany. So if you're in the UK, 5 p.m. And wherever you are in the world, I can't work it out, but we'll see you tomorrow, all right? See you then. Thank you for watching.
"32 came, 16 remain." This is where the tournament comes alive. You win, and you're one step closer to glory. You lose, and you're going home. Straight knockout football. You can't take your eyes off it for a second. This is why we play the game.
Galera, esse aqui foi a live aqui da transmissão, né? Provavelmente vocês conhecem que foi mais de quase 4 horas de live, né, mano? Provavelmente assim, né? Algo do tipo assim. Os dois lá foram 8 horas de live, provavelmente aí do campeonato. Eu gostei muito porque teve vários 15, 14 jogadores diferentes, né, mano? No mundo todo. Jogando ali no... mano, como é o nome? Lá no torneio de Berlim, como é o nome, deve ser Pro World Championship 2024, né? Classificação de fase de grupos, né? Que se chama assim Group Stage. Manos, é o seguinte. Eu praticamente gostei da live, tá? Gostei da live. Desde o EA Sports FC Pro, tá? Tem mais de 658 mil seguidores lá. E, manos, é o seguinte, eu vou partir pra Twitch, tá? Vocês aí que ficaram de lado aí, tá? Obrigado por conhecer vocês, valeu o Rogério, valeu aí o nosso mano Black, tá bom? Deixa um like aí. Enfim, vou passar uma raid aí pro nosso amigo CRT, tá, galera? CRT tá precisando também de uma coisa aí boa. Bom, gente, fui, fiquem na paz. É nóis. Obrigado por ter a presença de vocês, tá? Foram 77%, 77 pessoas na live, tá? Eu tinha o maior pico entre 6 pessoas aqui e 4, tá bom? Obrigado, fiquem na paz, é nóis. E eu fui, seus mitos. Tchau, Deus abençoe.